Here. Are we live now? I think we might be. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mehcast Episode 3. If I can get... Ah, there's the volume. So, Kevin, how have you been?
Oh, you know, just having a gay old time.
We are going to hold off on discussing some of the news topics until Ben gets here, but,
Well, Fran also because...
yeah, we need to discuss a certain movie.
You're right, we need to discuss Morbius.
Find the marker.
Cue Ball Zeke is like, why won't my Pokemon evolve? I've leveled it up and everything. It's a Machoke. You remember how those things evolve, right?
Poorly?
No, you trade them.
Yeah, Funny that I should be playing as characters named after... Well, funny that I should be playing as a character named after a member of Guns N' Roses, because... Oh, boy! Not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but it's fitting that we're playing this game today.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna unplug the HDMI out on my laptop so that the other monitor doesn't switch and fuck up my, my setup here.
This is a metaphor for my journey so far. It's a slow and steady climb, but I'm getting there.
It's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long time.
We're bikers. We rule the roads, man.
Is finally near, and I can feel the change in the wind right now. Tell me you know that song.
I don't.
I sing... Okay, it's Faith of the Heart by Rod Stewart.
Like I was supposed to know that.
Well, considering you've never watched Star Trek Enterprise, I guess not.
Fuck you, Muck.
Although there it was performed by Russell Watson and called Where My Heart Will Take Me.
Feel that magnitude. Fuck you, Muck. Ooh, Snoop grew to level 40. Smoked. Before we go any further, let's take care of that poisoning before I have to have Tombstone be put down. Alex, sooner or later, these super potions aren't gonna do jack shit.
Well, that's why you have to do your drugs in moderation.
No, I mean as in healing 50 HP isn't gonna do anything for me.
Oh.
I need a little exercise. Okay, then.
It's been a long road getting from there.
Mankey.
It's been a long time.
Feel that flamethrower.
Near, and I can feel the change in the wind right now. I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Where are you?
I'm at Goldenrod City.
Oh, boy.
IGN is not wanting to load up the walkthrough, and Bulbapedia is being slow. So, I'm just kind of wandering around.
Okay, so if you want to listen to the radio to add the radio card to your Pokegear, you got to go to the radio tower and answer a few questions that most of them will have the answer of yes. And however,
the Pokemart is like 4 stories tall. That's fucking hilarious.
That's the department store.
Yeah, it's got like one fucking floor that's actually worthwhile, doesn't it?
Oh, where you ended up going briefly was the underground. There are some trainers to fight down there, but
Don't mention underground around Ben.
why?
He'll start singing the song from the worst Sonic cartoon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Although, after the first three, well, the only 3 seasons of Sonic X, basically after Sonic X got cancelled and, they stopped airing Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog around here, Sonic Underground was the only one they played. They didn't play Saturn. They just played Sonic Underground on loop forever.
That seems stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, another thing you can do to prep up for, well, the nightmare that is to come is by getting...
I gotta go recruit the Dream Warriors.
Let me explain, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
What you're about to go up against in terms of Goldenrod's gym leader is a cow. A cow that is known for utterly destroying parties with a variety of moves. Those moves being including but not limited to Attract, which, oh dear, since that's an only female Pokemon, all of your male Pokemon are going to be attracted to the cow. Secondly comes Stomp, which is a powerful normal type move that has a chance of causing a flinch. And
So
Milk Drink, which is...
It starts playing the Bella Twins theme song whenever it starts seducing my team. Got it.
Anyway, then we have Milk Drink, which is basically a variation on the move Recover. Basically, it heals half its full health. And then its most infamous move, Alex.
What?
This move will be the bane of your existence. Roll out. It's a rock-type move.
Autobots transform and roll out.
It's a move that does more damage every time it connects.
Alrighty then.
Like Fury Cutter, only after the first time it's used, it'll keep going until it misses. I do hope you have a boulder that can withstand that. Or at least
Foley is not in my party.
Or at the very least, if you've trained up a Heracross, you can teach it some fighting type moves.
Okay, well, I have an egg.
Why are you going to throw Togepi at it?
Maybe I should probably change Oviraptor out for something else. Alright, let's go.
And the type for this gym, Alex, is normal type.
Huh. Well, let's switch out Oviraptor at the Pokemart and go capture me a fucking Heracross.
Heracross can only be caught with by headbutting trees.
Yes, I have a Pokemon that can headbutt things.
So it's gonna be Face Tree, Face Tree, Face Tree.
Oviraptor, you get to go in the place where the naughty Pokemon go. You're not naughty, I just need to get rid of you for a little while. Back into the forest I go. We must return to the Lost Woods.
Ba 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 da da ba da ba ba da ba da. By the way, Alex, you want to know something interesting? Alex?
Yeah?
So, you know Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia?
Yeah?
So, well, the original... Well, so as it turns out, the wood... So it turns out in the original game, Fire Emblem Gaiden, in the puzzle in which you have to go through for the Lost Woods is something that's recycled in Ocarina of Time. As in the solution is recycled.
Oh yeah, the thing where you have to follow the
No, and it's not even following the music, Alex. You're just literally going in random directions, praying to God you'll find your way out.
Yeah, that was much better on the
3DS.
No, on the N64 version, because the I hate thinking about how you have to wander in the fucking woods.
At least in at least in the remake Shadows of Valentia, they have the decency to give a puzzle.
Right. Puppy dog knows headbutt.
So you're just gonna face tree?
Yes.
Alright, so another thing...
Oh my god, it's a fucking Weedle. You're useless.
Yeah.
You're useless, Weedle. Peter. Web
Yeah,
up this son of a bitch.
Yeah, Alex. Yeah, Alex, you might be there for a bit.
No, jeez, where's he stuck at?
Hi,
He's
friend.
trying to get a hair across.
Ah.
By the way, good timing.
Remember, as soon as you see it, just throw a ball at it. Because after a while, it's gonna flee.
Yeah. Oh, and I just got through the biker route. Because
Nice.
they're like, we're bikers, we're bikers, we're bikers, we're bikers, we're bikers.
Right.
Biker Meister Mars. Biker Meister Mars.
You know, why the fuck would I want a licky tongue for a Golduck?
The new Biker Mice from Mars cartoon... Well, new, it's like 20 years old now. But the newer Biker Mice from Mars cartoon was better than the original. But the original had a theme song sung by Jeff Scott Soto. So, that makes it automatically way fucking better.
Oh, Alex, I've found a bunch of bird trainers and my Jolteon's heading the team right now.
Neat.
How bad do you think their self-esteem... How much of a hit is their self-esteem going to take?
Ah, for fuck's sake. I
All
turned
the way to
right.
0.
I turned It's a Caterpie. It's a fucking Caterpie. I have enough bug Pokemon, thank you. I don't need a
What happened now?
King Worm.
Ah.
Alex, be thankful you're not doing a Nuzlocke run like I am, because otherwise you'd be paranoid.
Oh, yeah.
So
Tired of
anyway,
my woman, 'cause she
we
could not
were.
help me with
So anyway,
my
Fran,
mind.
thank you for coming on, because we were about to discuss.
Yeah, I literally just got home from work, so.
We were about to discuss a certain movie about, well, Val Helen from the Justice Friends.
Yeah,
Just-
so we're not
Goddamn.
going to get into talking about the movie just yet, but I am going to talk about how a lot of the promotional campaign for the movie looks like something that I would have seen out of a parody skit in The Boys.
Alex,
specifically the Old Spice commercial.
Alex, I wouldn't be
okay. I know
surprised
what you're
if.
talking about.
You know what I wouldn't be surprised about?
What?
I wouldn't be surprised if Lex Luthor were a fan of both The Boys and Invincible, just because they have evil versions of his arch nemesis.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That there was a running gag about that back when The Boys first came out.
And by the way, Fran, in case you're wondering why I'm calling the MCU's version of Thor Valhallan, let's just say Thor basically became the parody character from Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Because, as for those who don't know, the Justice Friends are three characters from Genndy Tartakovsky's Cartoon Network universe, where that are parodies of various superheroes, such as Major Glory, who's basically a amalgamation of Superman and Captain America, Valhallan, who is essentially a rock and roll version of Thor, and the Infraggable Kronk,
who you can pretty much tell is Hulk.
Yeah, purple version of Hulk.
Purple Hulk.
Except he's a lot
So
more...
Grimace if he was pissed off.
No. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The Infraggable Kronk is actually quite the introvert, Fran. He's
Somehow I
just
believe that.
he's just like, sorry.
I found
Okay.
a female Butterfree.
It's not shiny.
Peter, don't be fooled. Don't put your dick in that.
Okay. So I'm gonna box Oddish right now because one, I don't need it. Two, Eevee. So,
God,
yeah.
I am so thankful that Tri-Attack is just a normal type move.
Wasn't it always a normal type attack move?
No, I know that. It's just, I get so for some reason, back when I first saw that attack, I was so paranoid.
Yeah. Now it's like, okay,
it's
what the hell is that move?
Because it's like, you see that move, and you don't think that it's a normal type move. You think it's like, oh,
you think it's some like 3 elemental move?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like it's somehow a part fire, part electric, part ice move.
Yeah.
That thing, oh, it's normal. Okay.
The weird thing is,
I
that
don't
would
even
actually
worry
make
about
more logical sense. Oh, and in this
the
area,
Tri-Attack somehow pulls it off before freeze dry.
let's see what I can catch in here.
Right? Peter,
I already have a
come back.
Spearow, so
let's get somebody
So
who
you
doesn't
don't
have
count.
pussy fever.
Oh God.
Froggy?
that's in 2 weeks, Alex.
Favorite tick to see we came over while I was just in time.
We already
capsule.
caught a
Take care of
Doduo.
it. I don't like being outside. Can't count. Play with
So,
it. Yes.
Kevin, guess what I got from a Goodwill recently?
What did
What'd you
you
get?
get from a Goodwill recently?
Oh, just a little film from 1990. Produced by, MGM and 21st Century Films. Released on Blu-ray by Shout Factory a couple of years ago. It's from a major comic book franchise.
Okay. No one over here.
I still don't know what
God
you're
damn
talking
it, no haircut, brothers. Damn it.
It's Captain America, starring Matt Salinger. Directed
Oh,
by Albert
that
Kuhn.
fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the one that Critic reviewed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one where Captain America steals cars.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, at least he steals cars. He doesn't blow him up like Superman did in Injustice.
We call that the Man of Steel. No, wait. Alex, what director do you think would most likely direct Superman blowing up cars?
Besides
Michael Bay. Damn it,
Okay,
Jinx,
we
you
call
owe me a
this-
Coke.
Because that sounds like something Michael Bay would do just for explosion, just as an excuse to add explosions.
Okay. We're gonna go... Okay, before we go and almost commit suicide, let's go to Saffron City and see if we can get ourselves some hyper potions.
Okay. Good thing Eevee's at level 20, so okay, I don't have to do so much to freaking raise it.
Lost along my way. I'm spinning round and round. I headbutted myself into this situation. I'm gonna headbutt myself out.
No, of course you are.
Yes,
I'm like
I can get hyper potions.
I'm like a hadrosaur in that regard.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Hadrosaur?
Yeah, of course, Stantler breaks out. Of course.
You know, the weird thing is that Stantler didn't even get an evolution until Legends Arceus.
Yeah, I know. It had to wait till a side game to get an evolution.
A side game that's infinitely better than the remakes that were promoted it along with it.
Yeah, what can you do?
Heracross. Fuck!
Weedle.
Wow.
It's a goddamn owl.
It's a shiny.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yo, champ in the making! Fuchsia City is a tricked-up place. It's riddled with invisible walls. Koga might appear close, but he's blocked off. You have to find gaps in the walls to reach him.
Yeah, of course, Stantler breaks free with another great ball. What the hell? It's
Okay.
poison.
So I knew that it was a bad sign. You know, Thor: Love and Thunder was never going to be great. But
no, it wasn't.
Then the usual suspects came out of the woodwork and were like, this movie is shit. And holy fuck, man. Like, Polygon said Thor: Love and Thunder sold out the characters for jokes. And then along comes the Old Spice ad. And the TV spot with quote-unquote King Valkyrie. Like they don't have... Like a queen isn't respected enough. You have to steal the name from a man, and to make it more respective. Do you understand how sexist that actually is, Marvel? Do you get that?
I mean, DC still doesn't understand how sexist that is, considering the fact that, well, you know, they made Mara. They were like, "All hail Queen Mara." I'm like,
Ooh,
not Queen. Oh, wait, not a Queen, a King Mara.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Queen, dumbass.
Wasn't she already known as Queen Mira?
Yeah, but here's the thing, now she's
the only ruler of Atlantis.
Yes, because Aquaman decided, you know what, I'm gonna step down and be more justicey.
That's what?
He Calder and Garth, not Garth, fuck, what was his name?
The other member of the Aqua crew.
No, it's Lagan.
Yeah, the other member of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
No, definitely wasn't Meatwad. I can say that much. Yeah, that'd be a whole different situation.
Calder, Lagan, and Calder's boyfriend, who, well, may or may not give it to him up the butt.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just say their flirtatious nature suggests that they may have done it a few times.
Okay.
What? In the butt? I said what? In the butt? I said what?
Okay, Sam. Okay, Samwell.
You know, the weird thing is, I think one of the first few times I've heard that song was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged when Steve Loomis and Steve Umbra quoted that before, as they were firing the quad laser at Obelisk.
I think I've met a guy named Steve Loomis.
Well, reminder, or in the abridgment, and Bear can only take control of people who are named Steve.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
So Steve the Rare Hunter, Steve Arcana. Let's see,
Steve the Mime. No, Steve the Mime.
Yeah,
Steve
that's what I said.
Loomis,
Strings.
Steve Umbra. Oh yeah, Strings is.
Because remember, Strings is his actual the name.
Yeah, I know.
We just know him as the
Yeah,
quiet.
I know
one.
it's actually his name, but the thing
He's
is,
quiet as
like,
fuck.
well, that's why Merrick calls him Steve the Mime.
Right.
Anyway,
Just in the games they call him Strings. So.
Yep. I've played one
Dealing
of the games.
with family
False Bound
drama,
Kingdom.
woo. Well, Ben, if you're listening to this, just, join us whenever you can.
5 hours.
He says
he's probably gonna be stuck with it the whole time.
Well, the thing
Might
is
not
is
be able
that
to.
he's also got something. The thing is that work wears him like a work wears him out.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say.
So yeah, I shared a link to an Old Spice ad that was a tie-in for Thor: Love and Thunder, which was like actor Thor, smell like actor Thor with Old Spice dry spray. And the only thing I said was brought to you by Vought International.
So they actually got Luke Hemsworth to do a Old Spice commercial.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And-
I think I've actually seen that one.
Yeah, this was
Seemed like a
not
bit
the
of that.
only TV spot. This was not the only weird ad spot, rather, that they did in relation. There was a bunch of stuff, like I said, with King Valkyrie, and there's some other stuff in the movie that, before we get into spoilers, there's a bunch of stuff in the movie that makes it seem like Taika Waititi has seen The Boys but didn't really understand it. Like, for instance, should probably center that. Yeah. Is that? Yeah, that's close enough. I had to readjust all of the text because I have the... excuse me. With a Pokemon game, I have a bunch of space on one side of the screen, not the bottom like I do with the widescreen games.
Goodness.
And the thing that's been making the rounds on the Twitter as of late is the Infinity Ice Cream Parlor.
Why do they have
that
a...
whole thing.
Okay, first of all, why do they have an ice cream parlor dedicated to the man who murdered half of their race?
Yeah, that's like having a Hitler-themed bar in fucking Israel.
Yeah. Pretty much. More or less.
Or if, like, in Metropolis, if you had a, like, General Zod's whiskey. Or, like, there was actually a Joker-themed restaurant in Gotham. And Bruce Wayne kinda went off on them about that. It's a very funny comic. Oh, hi, Metapod.
God damn it, Corsola.
Dude, I'm hard.
Alex, I almost lost us Tombstone again.
God damn, what is wrong with you?
Oh, okay, call up the Undertaker and he'll just give you another.
No, it doesn't work that way.
I have it on good authority that the Undertaker has many tombstones, and he's
retired. Damn it!
And he is
It doesn't work that way.
And he is willing to give them out to anybody who will ask for them.
Yeah, but he's got to bury you first for you to get the tombstone.
All right, put it in the yard box to sleep.
You're frozen.
Okay. I'm going to heal up Tombstone, and then I'm going to bring him back into the battle.
But, yeah, before we get into the big news about Thor, because I have a feeling our discussion of the movie is going to take quite a while.
Like always.
I'm going to bring up that there's a Lollipop Chainsaw remake coming next year, with overhauled visuals, new music, and neither Suda51 or James Gunn are involved. Which is coming straight...
Wait, hold on. Suda's not involved in this Lollipop Chainsaw release?
Yeah, Suda51 and James Gunn, who were the guys who were instrumental in the game being good last time, are not involved.
I figure at least Suda would.
Yeah, no, they're... Neither Suda51 nor James Gunn are involved. This is coming straight from the horse's mouth, and Suda51 also said his company is not working on it either. So he's not even indirectly involved.
So he's not like advising, nothing like.
No, he is not connected to this product whatsoever, which is not a good sign.
Okay.
And that reminds me that I need to pick up a copy of Lollipop Boob Saw.
God damn it. We haven't gotten into the wacky part of the discussions, but we'll get to it.
Anyways, get well, Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana collapsed on stage last week during a concert in the heat in Clarkston, Michigan. So, my sympathies. I've been there. Obviously, I'm not 74 years old, but the heat fucking sucks. That'll kill you, man.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Remember back when all you would need is either Hypno or a Kadabra to win Gen 1?
Basically,
the moment you get a second type, you might as well hit the I win button.
Yeah. The thing with Hypno is that it got hit with the special defense stick.
Yeah.
As in, it's got better special defense, but its special
attack just kind of went to shit.
Yeah.
And if we don't have anything more to say about Lollipop Chainsaw, do you guys have anything to bring up?
No, I've never played Lollipop Chainsaw, even though
neither
I've wanted to for a while. But,
yeah. Okay, so
I'll probably pick up the re-release.
Rest in peace, Kazuki Takahashi.
Yep.
The legendary creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was found floating off the shore of Japan in a it was either a scuba suit or a snorkeling or in snorkeling gear. He was either in scuba gear or snorkeling gear.
I think I might have barely read about it. I'm pretty sure snorkeling gear.
Yeah, it was I think it was snorkeling gear. Found in snorkeling gear with shark bites all over his body.
Oh, so he might have been attacked by sharks.
Yeah, they're pretty sure. They're pretty sure he got attacked by sharks while he was out there.
Oof, that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm at the farm with the sick mill tank. I don't have 10 berries, so it's gonna be a while before it's all set.
Right.
But all healthy to be able to produce moo milk.
Well, at any rate, one thing that just weirded me out now was the fact that against my gloom of all things, the opponent's Kadabra decided I need to use Recover.
Instead of going straight for a psychic attack, it just prioritized Recover. Okay, it's probably the AI just reading the grass type. That might be what's going on.
No, I think it might have thought I was going to use Giga Drain.
Oh, maybe.
And I will say that Dan Green has finally come out of hiding, and he paid his respects, and it was quite sweet. Both casts, both the English and Japanese casts of Yu-Gi-Oh! have paid their respects to Kazuki Takahashi.
Eric Stewart even posted a picture of himself and Dan Green with Kazuki.
Yeah. Apparently, Kazuki Takahashi was a fairly big staple of the American con scene, and people have just been posting his artwork for basically the whole week since he died.
Yeah,
and,
or changing her profile picture.
Yeah,
to,
and
the artworks.
It's really cool the kind of passion this guy had for his work, even after Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of fell off, because he was still doing art and still working on cards and stuff. Like up until not too long ago, I think. And because really, like, you could have just coasted off of Yu-Gi-Oh for the rest of your life if you created that series.
But he'd be fine.
He'd always come back and do like, you know, little bits and pieces here and there, and you know, just work on the show a little bit. And he, you know, come up with scenarios for movies, and I think the last movie was was at least partially written by him, right?
Probably.
I'd have to look in.
I think he got a story by credit, but ultimately, you know, like you know, his work, despite how, you know, Konami has fucked up the Yu-Gi-Oh card game in recent years, his work has touched the lives of millions, and the, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh show is an all-time classic, even if it is kind of messed up in places by the localization and the adaptation.
Yeah.
The message is still there. Or the message of, you know, sticking together with your friends
and the power of friendship and all that.
Yeah,
all
standing up to bullies and whatnot. That's all there.
Yep.
The Yu-Gi-Oh manga, I fucking love the Yu-Gi-Oh manga.
I may end up giving that a shot at some point. I've been meaning to, but I never really got incentivated myself.
At least if you do that, you'll finally learn about the Wicked Gods.
I mean, I have the 5Ds and Zexal manga.
Okay, at least you got some familiarity with the Yu-Gi-Oh manga.
I still gotta...
The Yu-Gi-Oh manga has some weird, early adaptation and early installment weirdness in it, but there's also a bunch of stuff that will finally make sense as to why it seemed so fucked up when you watched it in the show.
Yeah.
Because
weirdly enough,
the show tried to adapt non-card game stuff to the card game. And just about the only thing it didn't do that to was Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Yeah, but that lasted like, what, 4 episodes?
Yeah.
4 episodes, the initial set, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay, so...
I don't think anybody freaking bought much of Dungeon Dice Monsters. Then again, I bought the initial set, but whatever.
I have the game.
Just out of sheer curiosity.
I actually have
the GBA game.
I think I have the PS2 game. I also have the recent...
Wait, which PS2 game?
The Dungeon Dice Monsters game.
No, I don't think it's Dungeon Dice. You sure you're not thinking Duelist of the Roses?
Yeah, I think it might be Duelist of the Rose.
Yeah.
But there was also a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dice Masters game recently. I say recently, this was like 10 years ago. But, like, this is actually kind of embarrassing how badly Dice Masters failed, because Dice Masters was really fucking cool. It was a great game, but nobody fucking bought it. And I wound up winning the complete, basically like every single Yu-Gi-Oh! Dice Masters thing in existence in I think it was a Dungeons and Dragons tabletop miniatures tournament, where you have the miniatures from D&D and you pit them against each other on it's like Warhammer for D&D, but it's not as expensive and the games don't last as long, so it's a hell of a lot more fun. And I just got all of it. Oh wow, it's a Beedrill.
Let's see what I got.
Should I capture a Beedrill?
Oh,
fuck
geez,
yeah, Sea King. Not what I wanted, but I don't care.
Should I capture this Beedrill?
Dude, do you have a Weedle?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
Well, I haven't played this game in a while. Ow!
You should know.
Ow!
God damn it! Well, I can't catch anything in the Safari Zone.
It's like I'm fighting Mike Tyson.
What happened now?
The Sea King fled.
Damn, that sucks.
Yep. So now I'm just stuck wandering around.
Now you're pretty much hosed. You are pretty much a hosed. That's your fault,
All right,
bro.
Paris.
That's your fault for wanting to do a Nuzlocke run.
Yep. I wanted to catch a Dratini, but no, the game
You
didn't want me
screwed yourself
to.
out of it.
We gotta listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better by burning this goddamn insect.
The fuck? Yeah, okay, boom. Just
Anyways, John
Arrival
Krasinski
again.
is playing Superman in the Super Pets movie, and
Keanu Reeves,
is Batman. And have you seen Cyborg's design from that movie?
It looks like shit.
Yeah, he has a half-row, as I like to call it.
wait, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Cyborg either has like a shaved head look or is bald.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in this movie, he has half an afro.
But they gave him an afro.
Yeah, hence half-row.
That is wacky.
It's stupid.
Now,
Like I said, it's
In-
wacky. Took the face to see fish.
in other DC news,
Ooh, got a good
comicbook.com has a piece about how Legends of Tomorrow changed the Flash's 3-word Arrowverse mantra. So basically, the Arrowverse writers' room had 3 guiding words on them, on their whiteboards, and they were, quote, the guiding words on our whiteboards went from heart humor spectacles to subversive poignant fun. And you know, the Arrowverse was really fucking stupid after the first season of Okay, let me rephrase that. Arrow became really stupid after the second season started. And every season of every show since then, excuse me, has also become stupid.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, and in case you're wondering why I'm just walking instead of doing, instead of like running around, it's so I could keep track of how many steps I've taken better. I found the gold teeth, which is necessary.
Okay, now I got the good rod, so I gotta wait till either I'm at Dragon's Den or freaking Route 45 to freaking fish for Dratini.
But,
hello, good sir.
But the thing is, subversive, poignant fun. If you're prioritizing a story being fun over the story making sense, you've automatically failed at both of those things. Because I'm not having fun if the story is fucking bullshit. Like, as the Arrowverse went on, I became, nothing but fucking angered by some of the stupid things they tried to do in each episode. They tried to make things poignant, and it would just be dumb. They tried to make things subversive. They were just dumb. They tried to make things fun. Guess what? They were just fucking dumb. If you want to make something fun, make it good first. Try to make sure that everything meshes together correctly, which the Arrowverse never fucking did.
Gravity trade for Voltorb? Hell no.
I mean, aside from the fact that it is damn near impossible to watch the Arrowverse as it is intended after the show has stopped airing, because you're supposed to watch each episode like day to day, week to week, right? Imagine now that I am watching these shows back on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever the hell. I have to switch out discs every goddamn episode. If I'm watching it on like HBO Max or Netflix or whatever, I'm gonna have an easier time of it, but some of those shows aren't on the streaming services. When I was trying to watch Constantine to catch up on that show, because of a tie-in to the Arrowverse that it had, or rather a tie-in to it that the Arrowverse had, I couldn't. I had to go off and find a DVD copy of it at the library. I had to go off, and because that was scratched, I had to find a streaming, a Oh, wow, it is thundering outside. I had to go off and find a sketchy streaming site to watch the rest of it, because the library, the people who patronize the Gaucher Library are apparently just fucking insane and don't know how to respect other people's things. So, after disc 1, the show was scratched up, so yeah. I keep intending to buy Constantine on Blu-ray myself, but no, instead I go out to the local Goodwill and spend my money on a shitty Captain America movie. At least it didn't cost much. And it's out of print, so this could very well be the last copy in existence.
Yeah, well, there goes the resale value going up.
Yeah. So rest in peace, James Caan, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Died at 82, played Sonny Corleone in The Godfather.
Yeah. The fact that I've recently watched that movie kind of makes it a bit worse, if you ask me.
Yeah, because...
Hi,
Ben.
I know.
Hi, Ben.
We've been putting off talking about the big topic waiting for you.
Oh, no. No, don't tell me.
We three have seen Thor: Love and Thunder.
Why would you watch that?
Well,
because we wanted to talk about it today.
Well, for Fran and I, it was due to the fact that we had already made plans to go watch it. For Alex, well...
Disney money.
Dude, it doesn't cost that much for freaking tickets to go see a movie.
They're still giving Disney money. They're just gonna make more of this shit.
They're gonna make money anyway.
Okay, look, all you have to do...
I mean, they didn't make money with Eternals. You just have to say no.
Okay, look, all you have to do is slip the girl at the ticket booth a length, and you're good, you know?
Bro, that's never gonna... Dude, I buy my ticket through the app. Okay? There's no freaking line to pull the money back.
And the thing is that I ended up paying for both of our tickets.
Yeah. Oh, and thanks for the Cinemark XD upgrade.
Of course.
Because I was literally planning on going to see that in a Cinemark XD.
And the thing is like, there are things I liked about Love and Thunder. I just wish it wasn't associated with the movie in question.
Yeah, that's my problem with it and Ragnarok. Like, I'll say, there are bits of Ragnarok. There's even stuff involving Taika Waititi in Ragnarok that I actually really like. Some of Korg's lines are actually kind of neat, but the problem is they keep going on for too long. And Taika Waititi keeps... Like, every line that Korg has in both movies goes on for way too long, because Taika Waititi is just putting himself up on the fucking screen, rather than, you know, actually allowing the movie to be itself, you know?
Right.
It's a...
I do want to say...
It's infuriating.
All the Korg hate too because he's gay. Bitch, I hated this character the first moment I saw him. He annoyed me.
Yeah.
The moment you saw him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he is the...
My nerves.
Korg has been the most annoying character in the Thor mythos since Ragnarok. Like,
And suddenly an interruption.
Excuse me. I have to go turn off an air conditioner. I'll be right back.
Okay, take your time.
Anyway, and the thing is like, it also doesn't really help that Waititi also provided the motion capture for Korg.
Can't tell if he's talking to us or someone else.
He's talking to someone else.
That's
kind of,
I could never tell half the time.
That's kind of a similar response I would give to my dad whenever
yeah, whenever we hear him.
Yeah. Yep.
God damn. Jesus Christ.
First of all...
Oh, Mama, I don't know if you heard that, but...
I heard that. No, yeah, I definitely heard that.
We heard that.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking...
Damn.
That's pretty fucking loud.
Before we
That's gotta be pretty damn close.
Continue,
if it sounded like that.
Hang on now. Before we continue, I discovered something interesting. So, according to Taki, he said the Thor will return card at the end of the movie was not his decision. It was a surprise to both him and Chris Hemsworth.
I mean, Thor wasn't dead at the end of the movie, so of course he's gonna fucking return.
So it kind of does make sense. You kind of leave that door open.
But it does make me wonder, was he even involved with the editing of the film? Because you see him make fun of the editing of the fucking movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's a behind the scenes, there's an infamous now behind the scenes clip of him and what's her name who plays Valkyrie going through the film.
Oh, Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, him and Tessa Thompson going through the film and just making fun of the film. And there's part of the problem is him. Some of the things, like, he is making fun of like the stuff that the visual effects people do. Oh wow, the storm is actually affecting my my internet right now. That's
I'm not surprised. Consider how it sounds. It sounds like it's pretty close to you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's no surprise.
But at the same time, like, I kind of wonder, like, how much of this film is determined by him, because there's a bunch of stuff that looks like it was determined by him, and then there's a bunch of stuff that looks like it might have been done by the studio.
Right.
And he said, oh, there's not going to be a director's cut of this film coming because director's cuts suck, which is news to anybody who's watched like the director's cut of Aliens or Blade Runner.
I just want to say, I don't think there's a single director's cut I've seen that's worse. I don't think I've seen one that's ever worse.
Amadeus is kind of weird in its director's cut. There's some weird editing thing in that. The Warriors director's cut it has like these weird transitions.
Well, the comic book transitions.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, that's the version I've seen of the Warriors.
That's the only.
I don't mind.
Yeah, that's the only version in HD.
That one I don't mind.
Was there a Halloween movie that had a weird director's cut?
Well, Halloween, the Rob Zombie Halloween movie, it had a weird director's cut. The director's cut of Alien isn't, like, it's just kind of there. It's not really different enough to even exist, and yet it does. So.
Yeah.
I'm currently fighting the master of the karate dojo, and I haven't even talked about it yet.
Oh,
I guess you could say, like, some of the director's cuts George Lucas has made. Because George Lucas has made a bunch of weird edits.
Oh god.
Wait, which director's cut? Out of the 10 billion re-releases of the Star Wars original trilogy.
Well, the special editions. The special editions are kind of his director's cuts.
Oh, okay.
Some of the stuff he puts in the special editions do look a little better.
Yeah.
But...
yeah.
It's hit or miss with those re-releases.
Lower than the recommended bitrate. I am streaming at 9,500 kilobits a second.
So it's trying to get you to, like, lower that.
No, it's trying to get me to raise it. But
raise it? Oh, okay.
The thing is, that's just what it's receiving. I can't control what it receives.
Yeah.
Let's see here. But yeah, he went off on this weird tangent about how, director's cuts suck. I don't want to put out a director's cut. Sometimes directors need to be controlled. And I'd like to say that, I wish he'd have been controlled on this movie. Because there is a bunch of stuff that looks like... Kevin, I linked you that Star Trek Intakes video, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. You remember that scene with Zeus hiking up his skirt?
Yeah.
Okay, that's something we didn't need.
Yeah, you guys remember that, right? That looks like an outtake that they just put in.
Like, like they just let like a random thing moment that kind of was left in. For
yeah,
no
like
reason. don't think we really needed that, but
yeah, that's the kind of shit you do goofing around on set, just to, just to be like, oh, this looks ridiculous. We'll put this in the.
That looks ridiculous, but let's just leave it in. Let's just leave it in.
Yeah, we'll
for,
put this
for
in the outtakes.
Apparently, from what's being said, the entire director's cut was just that. From what you described.
Oh God. That sounds.
They just fucked around and that's it. They didn't even try making a movie.
Yeah, but so Thor: Love and Thunder.
Actually, now that I say that, no fucking wonder Disney took over the editing. It was already a mess from the start.
Yeah. So do you guys, before we get into spoil, well, okay, so Pineco just exploded.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So we're about to get into Thor talk. Then Pineco just exploded.
I need to get my.
So a pine cone blew up all over your face.
Pineco doesn't want to be involved in this discussion. I gotta get my poor dog back to the. I gotta get my poor dog back to the vet.
No, wait. Hey, Alex.
The pine cone saw fucking Jane as 4 and said, "No, I'm not. I can't."
He's like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah.
No, even better. Or it did what you did in the Uncharted streams.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Cowabunga!
Exactly.
Funnily enough, here is the one. I think the only line that is actually spoken by the protagonist in this game.
Which is
what is it?
Wow.
He's taking a snooze.
I don't believe it.
So, who wants to take a stab at describing the premise of Love and Thunder before we get into spoilers?
I'll do it.
All right, go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, so basically, Gore, the God Butcher, who was a worshiper of some rando god whose name is currently escaping me.
It doesn't matter. He's
does it really matter? Does it really matter? He's
fodder for the movie. He's just we call him the fodder god. He's the fodder god.
Pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
Much what he is,
god.
For the sake of this movie.
His daughter dies in the intense drought just before he reaches the oasis where his god resides. When he finds the god, he bows in worship, and the god's like, oh, you're not all that useful to me anymore. But he's like, but I'm the last of your subjects. There's nobody else. But then he's like, oh, there'll always be someone else to worship me.
Yeah, this is... To say that this is cartoonish is insulting to cartoons.
I mean, I get that the gods can be kind of dicks, but like...
No, this one was an asshole.
Yeah, this guy is being unnecessarily antagonistic. Like, the fucking Empire from Star Wars would say that this guy needs to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Even the First Order
that's the entire Empire minus Palpatine.
Anyway, so Gore ends up being deemed worthy of the Spectre Sword, to which he goes to
Necro Sword.
The Necro Sword.
That's what I call it.
Which had connections to the symbiotes because they don't own that shit. It's never
because that's Sony. That's why they don't mention it, because it's connected to a character called Null, and Null is in Sony territory. So let's not freaking do that.
And they also don't bring up the fact that the name of the sword is all black.
Yeah.
So they kind of had to make some adjustments.
So then Patrick Bateman goes, "Hey, God!" And then he's like, "Try getting a reservation at Dorsia now, you stupid fucking bastard! You stupid bastard!"
And yes, that is an American Psycho reference. For anyone who's not paying attention.
Because yes, Gore the God Butcher is played by Patrick Bateman, aka Christian Bale, and there have been...
aka Nolan vs. Batman.
Yeah.
And they have made Patrick Bateman edits to Gore before.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new.
That's funny. I like that one. By the way, Christian Bale does give a good performance as Gore, but
Oh yeah, there's one clip that sticks in my mind.
It's
where
about
he's like breaking down. It's super good.
Like
he gives his all despite the ship.
Him as Gore to me is like Christopher Eccleston as the fucking drow guy from the Dark World. It's
Malekith.
Malekith. It's a great actor being wasted in a basically worthless role.
Yeah.
You know, funnily enough, Malekith was actually voiced by Quentin Flynn in one of the Marvel cartoons.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Anyway, and then after that intense bit, we cut to after the long Marvel intro sequence. We cut set
to what I think is supposed to be a Guns N' Roses styled version of the Marvel fanfare.
Yes,
yeah.
I think so. Because it kind of
haven't. I haven't looked into it, but it
might be one of those things you might have to re-listen to kind of pick up on. Okay, what's it trying to sound like?
It sounds like they use the same guitar tones that Slash uses. I'd be surprised if they got Slash to actually record that.
Well, if they got Slash himself to do it.
I mean, that'd be really fucking cool if they got Slash to do it. That'd make me respect them a little bit more.
Considering the amount of money Marvel's making through the MCU, I could kind of believe that.
Hell, they're certainly not spending it on the visual effects, so why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Yeah, $250 million, and the effects look like shit.
How much did Man of Steel cost, by the way?
Man of Steel, let me look that up. Man of Steel.
Yeah, look at Man of Steel's budget.
Man of Steel budget was $225 million. It looks infinitely better, and that movie was in 2013.
Yeah, we're
9 years ago.
We're 9 years on. There's no excuse.
There's literally none.
I know, right?
Yep.
Also, can we talk about how James Gunn basically supervised the entire first 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, so
the Guardians?
That's pretty much all he most likely had to supervise.
Yeah, so because Thor left with the Guardians at the end of Endgame, they had to have the Guardians in the start of this movie. So the Guardians were there, and you know the Guardians have the best dialogue in the movie because their dialogue is being written by James Gunn, who isn't. Despite my problems with him, he's not as far gone as Taika Waititi.
Yeah, he can actually do some good comedy, shockingly.
Yeah, James Gunn's problem is with timing. It's not with having the jokes go on far too long, you know?
Yeah, I actually, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I actually did like the Suicide Squad quite a bit. I don't know if anyone else feels the same.
Yeah,
But I actually did a pretty good job.
They should have picked a smaller scale villain than fucking Starro the Conqueror, but...
Yeah, I agree. 100%. There is no excuse for that.
The original Justice League villain, and he got jobbed out to Task Force X. I still can't get over that.
Give it a while and I'll have him...
He got killed by rats! Rats!
Give it a while and I'll have him be jobbed out by Superboy.
Hey, Superboy at least has a chance. Task Force X, by all regards, should have had the floor wiped with Starro's.
I swear, this tense corporation takeover music seems a bit bombastic.
Isn't it always?
I'll have to link Alex the music so he can understand. I'm just kind of going through the floors that I can and mopping the floor with Team Rocket.
Yeah. Isn't that what we always do?
Well, sometimes we'll mop the floor with Team Galactic, mop the floor with Team Aqua or Team Magma, mop the floor with Team Plasma, or Team
Plasma, let's see. Team Rainbow. Okay.
Team Flare.
Okay, Team Rainbow Rocket will probably struggle, because...
Alright, I'll be back, Just like go over the other.
Yeah, we'll hold off on the.
Go over the other topics. Talk about how like Pat McCallum and Shinzo Abe died this week.
No, that's depressing.
Ah, jeez.
I forgot Hypno has the ability to stay awake.
You literally forgot that?
The thing is that I haven't... Thing is, Fran, I've never actually tried putting him to sleep before. The old man will not stay down.
And knock him out his ass.
Yeah, that's what I did. Thankfully, he didn't kill me with confusion, because I have Snoop Dogg. Yes, I named my Gloom after Snoop Dogg.
You named your Gloom Snoop Dogg. What the fuck?
Anyway.
What was it I wanted to... Hang on, there was something I wanted to mention. What was it? Let me double check. Oh, so... no, I lost it. Fuck, hang on.
2 hours later.
We always lose our train of thoughts on these. This is nothing new.
Oh, okay, I remembered. It's Rockstar. So, a report came out because of GTA 3's trilogy reboot, remake thing flopping. Like
Yeah, the remaster. Just say because the whole remaster trilogy for 3 Vice City.
Calling it a remake was an insult.
It's not really a remake. It's just remastered. That's all. That's really what it is.
It was worse than Silent Hills 2's remastered somehow.
Oh god.
Getting off track.
Basically, because the poor performance of the whole 3D trilogy re-release, they're holding off on doing a re-release for GTA 4 and I believe Red Dead Redemption.
No. They didn't even just hold off on them. No,
yeah, it's just being shelved. No, I heard it was shelved. I didn't hear anything about cancellation.
No, they were working on them and they scrapped them all. And that's not the only thing.
Yeah.
It recently came to light. It recently came to light that a Red Dead Redemption 2 PS5 and Xbox Series X port was also scrapped as a result.
Oof.
No. Even better, you gotta queue up the Spider-Man.
Red Dead Redemption 2, folks. You get fucked.
And play the PS4 version.
You know, I gotta be honest with you guys. I gotta be honest. I don't know if I'm crazy on this. I cannot tell the difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS.
60 is a little smoother compared to 30.
Yeah.
I can't. I genuinely can't tell. I'm gonna be honest.
Like, have something play on 30 FPS, have the same thing play on 60, like side by side.
I have.
You might
I've
be able
watched
to.
comparison videos, and I just can't tell. I legitimately like.
No, with 60 it's slightly smoother. It's slightly smoother. Like it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like jittery. Like look at perfect example. Look at Ocarina of Time like on N64. Look at Ocarina of Time on 3DS.
Okay.
Like that's probably the best difference. Yeah, that's probably a good difference.
Yeah, I can tell the difference with that. It's just like with a lot of stuff. It's like, oh, we're going.
Because obviously Ocarina of Time 3DS, the frame rate's better. From its higher, so yeah, it's not gonna be at 12.
Maybe it just depends on the person, because for me, I can't really tell the difference with a lot of current
computer.
Either a person, it could depend on a person or where you're watching it on.
Or he just forgot.
That's always a factor.
So,
yeah,
that's that was a kind of a monumental waste of time.
It happens.
Dunn, we were talking about how the re-releases of GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption were canceled, along with Red Dead 2 PS5 Xbox Series X port.
That's the first I've heard.
Do we actually have confirmation about that? Because they lost the source code for Red Dead Redemption. So, like, unless they
probably could have like redone it from the ground up. I don't know if that's possible. But I don't know.
That would cost a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, it would. They'd have to remake the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, they would have to.
Excuse me, because they lost all of the assets for that.
Okay, guys, I gotta question one thing.
Yeah, you have to remake it from the ground up, which would be a pain in the ass to do.
Yeah, I can tell.
Especially if you got it partially done and then
potentially screwing it over.
Yeah. I'll be fine if they go back to a later date, like after, like maybe sometime after GTA 6 comes out. I'll be fine if they do decide to do it then.
That might be a good idea.
I would love to see a re-release of Red Dead, but considering that they lost the source code, I don't. And with
give it about 5 years. Remember, same they have with the Kingdom Hearts. So give it about 5 years.
What exactly? Remind me. What exactly happened to Kingdom Hearts source code?
Didn't they lose it or some shit?
They lost the code in the flood.
Oh.
Yeah, they lost a bunch of their game code in the flood, so they had to rebuild it from scratch.
Oh,
yeah,
Teemo
so that's
sucks.
most likely what they would have to do for Red Dead.
Yeah, but according to the Nomura and the devs, it was good practice for Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's good.
But the fact that they had to rebuild the source code from the ground up.
Yeah, for like majority of the Kingdom Hearts games, they had to do it for Kingdom Hearts 1, 2,
Yeah.
Ice Fleet.
Yeah, for the re-releases. Thank God.
Okay.
Which is a good thing, because otherwise we probably wouldn't have had Final Mix.
They did fuck up in the PS3 versions at first because the loading screens were worse.
Yeah, because it wasn't the same. It wasn't like the same.
Yeah.
Because it was like the original. Now it's like on PS4, it's better.
PS4 is so much better.
Yes.
And let's not forget the fact that
you don't do the freaking rapid fire pause trick for when you're doing drive forms.
By the way, Kingdom Hearts, the remasters in 3 works on Steam Deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
But back to Love and Thunder. So.
No, please, anything but that.
Dude, we must. Yeah.
So anyways, the movie. You know, Thor gets buff again because
spoiler warning, because we're probably gonna be on this for a while.
Yeah, Thor
for
gets
like about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Thor gets next 30 minutes we'll be on.
Thor gets buff again because Fat Thor was an embarrassment, and
he got buffer.
I want to talk about that for a moment because honestly, I feel like I'm one of the few people who says this, but I feel like that was justified.
No, because Thor's a goddamn warrior.
Why it was like that. I completely understood the shit Thor was going through, and I actually felt bad for him. My main problem with it is that there's too many jokes at his suspense.
Yeah. That is a
right
problem. But
here's the
if
thing,
anything, he should have become buff during Endgame. He should have stayed behind, done what Cap did at the end. He should have stayed behind during the events of the Dark World, and fucked up that timeline a little bit, and worked out, and then come back being like buff Thor,
I would agree, but him grabbing the 2 hammers and him still being like fat buff was kind of fucking badass. I love that shot. I don't know why. It just looks so fucking badass. But it's just me. But if you ask me, you want to know what's worse than Fat Thor in that movie? The Hulk. They just remove all his development scenes. They cut all of that shit out.
Yeah.
Out of both Infinity War.
But this isn't. This isn't an Endgame review. This is Love and Thunder.
Continue.
So
please go on.
Yeah. So Thor gets buff again, and he and the Guardians are off doing shit. And Taika Waititi
on beautiful space adventures.
Yeah, classic Thor adventures. I want to fucking kill Korg every time I hear him say that.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
I want to find that thing that Valkyrie put on Thor every time he says that, and just activate it on him.
Would it even work?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I want to make it try.
I mean, it's a neurotoxin, but are we sure?
But like,
anyways,
on a rock person?
Yeah.
No, I want to put it on. I'm saying like whenever Thor says that, I want to put it on him and have him get zapped like he's a dog.
What, like
barking.
A shock collar?
Yeah, like a shock collar. I want to activate Thor's shock collar.
Someone understood what the hell you were talking about somehow.
Anyways, so
I don't know if that's good or bad, but move on.
Taika Waititi is one of the most derivative filmmakers in the history of filmmaking, because you guys remember that for those of you who don't know, Thor goes in, he busts up the bad guys, comes out, says, "Oh, another job well done," and then everything falls apart, which is a joke from every comedy movie ever made ever.
Yep. And how does he get rewarded?
With 2 of the most annoying characters in the entire goddamn movie. They rival Korg in the I want to kill them department.
Nebula would agree with you on that one.
Yeah, Nebula.
See, Nebula, you got something to agree with Nebula on.
Yeah, my blue-skinned, red-haired Irish waifu who would agree with me there.
And okay, here's the crazy part. Those two goats you're talking about in the comics, they steer Thor's chariot.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as annoying in the comics, but
no, they're not.
No, because you can just imagine them. For one, they don't scream, and even if they did, you can just imagine it being like.
It would probably be nothing like that Taylor Swift meme.
Yeah, pleasant.
Which is where the screams are from, by the way.
Aside from the obvious screaming sheep meme.
Yeah. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And I'm flying on the cold hard ground. I can't fucking do it.
God damn it, guys.
That's the song it's from. The meme is from. I just looked it up on Instagram.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh god.
Not somebody the meme itself, just the fact that someone mentioned, hey, that's where the screaming from.
Somebody needs to restrict Taika Waititi's access to the internet.
Please.
Because I just have to bring up every single joke he makes in this goddamn movie is something that was made on either a funny or unfunny internet show 15 fucking years ago.
It makes me wonder how that poor Disney editor intern is doing after scrolling through all the god-awful jokes.
He needs therapy.
Before or after he looked at his pay?
Yes.
He needs therapy. Whatever
because for all we know, he might have looked at that pay. He's like, all right, I'll do it.
Whatever he's getting paid is not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough. Just like those VFX artists.
Yeah.
By the way, I got the card key, so I'm gonna steamroll through this whole place.
Yeah, so Thor, fucks off, has some unfunny dialogue with the Guardians where Peter Quill is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go away. We don't want to be around you anymore.
We don't want to be around you. We got our own shit to do. We'll see you in Guardians 3.
I wish we'd have followed along with the Guardians because I have a feeling their movie is going to be better than this.
If Guardians 3 starts off like how we last saw them in Love and Thunder, I will pop.
Yeah,
that was actually something I was thinking,
or at least like right after that.
Considering that the Screaming Goats are going to be in Guardians 3.
Oh my god! Wait, they are.
Nebula, I am going to last action hero myself into that movie so that I can help you beat those goats to death.
And turn them into goat meat?
Yeah.
Okay, at this point the movie must become a drinking game. Take a shot every time you hear those damn goats.
You'll be dead by the end of the fucking movie.
There's 30 seconds worth of goat scenes.
You'll be wasted.
The battle that takes place at the start, it's set, the ass kicking that Thor lays down at the start is set to Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
Actually, it's set to Welcome to the Jungle.
No, it's Welcome to the Jungle. Sweet Child of Mine's later on.
Oh, it's Welcome to the Jungle. Okay. Hey, it's set to one of the Guns N' Roses song. I watched a little bit of Love and the Thunder, paused it, had to go away and do like 20 other more important things, and forgot about the first half of the movie. Hey.
Like, DM me everything that every bit of pain and suffering you've experienced.
So, it's set to a Guns N' Roses song. And it's not synced up to it in any way, shape, or form. Like,
it would require actual effort.
Like you know how you feel like once the song gets past the intro, the action should start, right? Like, that's usually how you edit this kind of thing.
Didn't Megamind do it better?
Yes, it literally did. Also Deadpool 2, also the original Deadpool, also Guardians 1 and 2, also the Suicide Squad. Like, I'll give the Suicide Squad some credit in that regard. Hell, I'll even give Studio Squad some credit in that regard. Yeah, Studio Squad.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'll give those some credit in that regard. But, this movie, like, the main song starts off, like, you get past the intro, and it starts up the main riff, and Thor's just fucking standing there. It looks like those YouTube videos where somebody changes the score of a movie to be, like, a pop song, or, you know, some kind of thing that they like, or they've changed it into, like, the score from a different film, and it doesn't sync up correctly. It's amateur mixing at best, and mixing and editing at best. It's goddamn garbage. And it doesn't make any sense because Thor has his own fucking theme song. Like, it's... The main leitmotif is most notably present in Thor Kills the Destroyer. It's present briefly in the last Thor movie, Ragnarok. And it's, you know, there's also another one that's less, you know, not as good, that was composed by Brian Tyler, that he used in The Dark World and Age of Ultron. That one's alright. And then the, you know, there's a leitmotif for Ragnarok that's specific to that movie. That's not used in this either. And instead, we just get fucking licensed music all over the place. And the movie, skipping all the way to the end credits, the movie has the song Rainbow in the Dark by Ronnie James Dio.
Why?
Which is thematically connected to the film. Like, Rainbow in the Dark, spoiler warning, the end of the film has them riding the Rainbow Road into a world of shadows. Why, if you were going to use licensed music, would you not use Rainbow in the Dark in the fucking movie? When they have a literal Rainbow in the Dark, yes.
When they're riding the Bifrost.
Yeah. Hell, you know...
That would be the perfect time to use that song.
Yeah, it would. Like, if you're being a complete fucking hack, at least be a little bit, you know, conscious about it.
Yeah.
I do have to ask, how much money did Disney pay for this fucking licensed music?
Man.
I have no idea how much Guns N' Roses asked for
don't
their
tell
song
me,
to
hang
use.
on, I just realized, what if most of the $250 million was used for the licensing music?
Probably a good chunk of it.
It wasn't.
Probably a good
because,
chunk of it.
like, there's an
it.
indie movie that was made near me on, like, a fucking micro budget that managed to swing a license to use a sync license for Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. It's not that expensive, but it is quite up there. And the thing is that most of the licensed music doesn't fit at all. Immigrant Song might not have been that... It might not have been perfectly fitting, but at least they synced it up to the fucking action in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
On top of that, it actually does match up to the Norse theme.
Yeah, it's matched up to the theme of the movie. Yeah, as opposed to, like, Sweet Child of Mine and November Rain and fucking, you know, Welcome to the Jungle and all that shit.
Jungle.
And, like, I fucking love this music, but you're not gaining any credibility by using this music here, because you
they just used like a random Guns N' Roses soundtrack and just threw it into the movie.
Like you
well, I'm trying to say, okay, does it fit here? Does it fit here? Just use it.
Say what you will about James Gunn, but he at least tries to, like, he had a list of songs that he wanted to include in Guardians 1 and 2, and he didn't include some of them in those movies because he couldn't find a place for them. He didn't just randomly slap licensed music in wherever the hell he could.
Yep.
Like, this...
Gunn knows where to use his music and where not to.
And,
I mean, he
like,
has issues as
Quentin Tarantino is the fucking master of this, because he almost exclusively populates his movies with licensed music, because he feels like it gives him more control over the tone of the scene. And I can respect that about him. I don't necessarily agree with him about it, but he actually, like, puts a little bit of goddamn effort into his soundtracks that way.
Yeah.
And he'll assemble, like, these perfectly fitting pieces, collections of music for his movies. And it actually comes out, sounding pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Because most of those soundtracks are fucking legendary, even if it is mostly just, I paid for this music.
I paid X amount to use this music, Still, it works.
Yeah. So, anyways, Thor and the Guardians part ways when they find out that gods are being killed after Gor's daughter Love dies, and Gor gets, he basically gets told, Gor, you have much rage in your heart, welcome to the Red Lantern Corps.
That's more or less.
Yeah.
That's more or less.
And here's the thing, his backstory is still not as depressing as Dexter's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Thor and the annoying rock sidekick go to see this dead dragon god and Lady Sif. Lady Sif has had her arm chopped off. And worse.
Sif just pops up. Okay, arm chopped off. Oh, and the dragon god. Okay, the shot where they see it, I think it's a near perfect recreation of a comic book panel.
Yeah, near perfect.
Correct.
The
it
comic panel.
Yeah, it's like damn near close to. Yeah.
The comic panel was better though.
Thank God TV tropes.
The only difference with that shot is that Korg is there. That's it. It's
a
one.
Yeah, it's like outside that, but it's like a damn near perfect recreation.
Like they have.
It's a good recreation. I really like that shot, but
they have
some only few good shots.
Yeah, well, that's because they pulled a Zack Snyder and used the comic panels as storyboards, which is what you should be doing with stuff like this.
That's actually pretty cool.
But Thor says, "Oh, this guy, I was one of the kindest gods you could ever meet. He doesn't deserve this." This is like really? We never met this guy before. Maybe we could have met him at some point during the opening, rather than having that stupid fucking scene with the goats.
Or just like a random throwaway scene, or at least establish it.
Or all of that exposition where Korg is just talking about random shit.
Or maybe like an extra scene. You see Gor killing a couple
we could
guys,
have,
or something.
Let's have
just
a
at least
scene.
Establish him as like a threat.
Let's have a scene of this guy. He's like, oh, I'm the guardian of the cosmos. The Beltway or whatever the hell this place is. He's like the guardian of this place, and he's he's like the multi-time champion of like the tournament of the gods out in his realm. That's his backstory. That is literally his backstory from the comics. He's a cool dude. Him and Thor hang out. And then he just pops up in this, and apropos of nothing, he's just fucking dead. We don't know his backstory, and we get told his backstory. Have Gor come up to him and is like, oh, hi, hello, Mr. Dragon God. I have many interesting stories I might tell you over a cup of giant dragon tea or whatever the hell. Giant ice dragons eat or eat and drink. So, Thanagar Thalagar is his name. Thalagar is like, hey, well met, kind stranger. Come, pull up a chair. I'll share with you my wine, and you shall share with me your stories in return. And then he, pulls some sneaky underhanded shit on this kindly Santa Claus-like dragon.
Kind naive looking motherfucker.
and then goes automatically, boom, we can tell that this guy is a bastard. Like he does not give a shit about the people he's going after. This guy, all he wanted to do was share his fucking wine with you and help you out of the cold. And you stabbed him in the back.
And you just killed this guy. You cold-hearted bastard.
Should I make room? Should I make room for Lear in my moves list with Max?
Depends.
Are
you actually going to use it?
I have no idea what Lear does.
It lowers
defense.
Should I exchange Roar for Lear?
Yeah. Because Roar, it just sends a Pokemon out of battle.
You know what I imagine that conversation going like, Alex?
Yeah.
Gore just goes, "You like Huey Lewis in the news?"
See, we did some American Psycho type shit like that. Then,
a fan of
one, you can use that actor illusion, and two, you can
a fan of Earth
like,
music.
determine,
Yes.
Gore's out of his mind.
Yeah, it's like just do some things to establish that this character is a bastard. Because right up until now, all he did was kill some guy who was a fucking bastard to him.
Some pompous asshole guy.
Yeah, it's like,
who pretty much deserved it, by the way.
The Necro Sword is gonna corrupt you. And it's like, do we really know that? Is that going to happen? And it's like, could we maybe see that happening?
They can't really explain it, because if they do, they have to explain the symbiote thing.
Yeah,
we have.
That's where it's like, okay, that's where they're kind of handcuffed.
We have room for exposition about how Thor got buff, and about how he went on a bunch of stupid adventures, and about how he broke up with Jane, which didn't need to happen, by the way. We could have just not had Jane in the movie.
They split.
We could have just had, and it's like, oh, Jane's off doing doctory things. We're off somewhere else.
Shit. We're too busy doing superhero stuff.
Yeah,
let me just say, they could have just said that Thor was busy with Ragnarok, so he hadn't seen her at all.
It's like thing. Yeah, he's trying to hunt down the fucking Flamehead guy, and all this other shit, and prevent Ragnarok from occurring. And then he finds out, he goes home to Asgard, finds out Loki's, banished their dad to Earth, and then they go back to Earth, and he's nowhere near New Mexico, so they're just like they just don't cross paths. They didn't cross paths during Avengers 1 or 2. They don't need to break up. This is a problem. They wrote themselves into a fucking corner and had to write themselves out of it. They could have just not had Jane in the movie.
They could have just had zero mention of her, or just have Thor saying they missed her or something. I don't know. Anything better than having her break up for no reason.
And then have to come up with an ass pull reason later on. Because, literally, the reason they broke up is lame. And it was like, oh, he has to be a hero, and she has to be a doctor. They already knew that! They survived 2 years apart between Avengers and Thor 1.
You're thinking reasonably.
The fucking Bifrost was broken!
You're thinking reasonably, Dunn. Stop.
I know. But, the damn Bifrost was broken, and then they continue making Thor out to be a fucking idiot, because it was like, oh, they have an argument over him having to clean up. It's 2 fucking plates he has to clean up.
Over 2 plates.
Maybe, if you're trying... I know what you're trying to do. It's not fucking funny. Okay, so just stop, Taika. We have giant exposition dumps throughout this film. Hell, the thing where... What's his name? What's his fuck... Who, The god that Gore kills at the start talks almost exclusively in exposition. Almost all of the major plot developments are told via exposition. We don't find out about this stuff organically. We don't have characters see things and learn things like they did in previous films. We just have characters telling other people things. Because this movie was what, 2.5 hours long, and
no, 2 hours.
Okay,
2 hours. Hour 59 minutes. Something like that.
2 hours 50. No, it was over 2 hours, I think.
It probably felt like more than 2 hours, but I've seen
okay,
the run,
so hour and 50
hour 59.
something, hour and 59 minutes. It's with credits, I guess. So this movie
with
is
the credits. It probably with the credits, it feels like more than 2 hours.
So this movie is 2 hours long. Not only we've spent way too much time on shit that doesn't matter, and left not nearly enough time for the stuff that does. So, Jane Foster has cancer for no fucking reason. And,
Cancer!
Yeah, so Thor, at some point, made Mjolnir promise to protect Jane.
Promise to protect Jane no matter what. That somehow was like, okay, he probably thinks she's worthy of wielding Mjolnir. That's probably
that's the explanation.
That's the whole explanation.
Yeah, while they were together, he's like, hey, it was like talk to the hammer. It's like, okay, no matter what happens, protect her.
Yeah,
and then I guess the hammer interpreted it as, okay, she's worthy to wield me.
But the thing is, like, that requires the hammer to have a fucking brain. It was an enchantment earlier. What the fuck? Like it was an enchanted hammer. It only responds to people who are worthy to wield the power of Thor. It doesn't respond unto like Thor talking to it. And then this leads into fucking Stormbreaker being jealous of the fucking hammer,
being jealous.
which is fucking insane. And that, you know what that is? That is one of the major plot points in the fucking film. Because the whole reason that they have to deal with the goats is because Stormbreaker isn't getting them where they need to go.
Isn't getting the attention because the hammer is back in the picture.
Yeah, so this plot is already.
This sounds ridiculous.
This plot is all over the fucking place. So Thor comes back to New Asgard because Patrick Batman has decided that the best way to kill the Norse gods is to
basically go to Asgard and boom, take them all out.
It's to pull up.
Asgard's the place to do it.
Yeah, it's to kidnap all of their children and lure them to his evil lair, kind of like what Joe Pesci did to Michael Jackson in Moonwalker.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's just. Yeah, it's a great movie.
I played the game, so
it's also a great game.
Well, Sega Genesis, not the arcade version. Obviously.
The arcade version's kind of short. The Genesis version has a bit more meat to it, I think.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
But yeah, anyway, so they go there, and Thor and Jane waste a shitload of time catching up and talking about how they both have powers now and things like that. And this is after Jane Foster decides to go to New Asgard to try and find a cure for her cancer. And she finds the pieces of Mjolnir, which reform themselves when she grabs the handle and bestows her the power of Thor. But the power of Thor is also killing her, despite the fact that
it's an awesome power, but like it's also draining her health.
So they never explained why she has cancer. They never explain why the cancer is terminal, and they never explain why Ant-Man can't just shrink down and go diddle her cells so that.
Okay. Dude, one, we don't know where the fuck Ant-Man is at the moment. He could be busy for all we know. So
he could be. Hang on. Now, let's be fair. Now he could be busy doing ant stuff, and ant stuff is complicated.
Next Ant-Man movie.
Yeah. But then
I do want
I'll
to
say, for all we know, that's probably why they haven't tried to be like, oh wait.
I do want to say it has potential of having a good storyline with that.
Yeah.
Like her facing her mortality and whatnot, and the hammer slowly draining her.
Yeah, but then we also
It's the same. I died. Jesus.
We also run into the problem of Thor in the comics is a fucking medical doctor for a reason. Like Thor has magic healing powers and advanced knowledge. It's like he can't just like lay on hands like a priest in or a cleric in D&D would, but he has like knowledge, mystical magical knowledge that he can use to heal shit like this. Fuck, he and Loki fixed the fucking red shit that was one of the Infinity Stones. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
You figure out what that was called? Just the red shit.
I found a Noctowl.
God, dude.
Wow, that's some insane luck there.
Yeah, we're gonna go way off that.
I gotta catch that. I gotta catch the Noctowl.
Yeah,
if you want.
Might as well, I guess.
It knows Foresight, so like use Foresight before you attack a Ghost type. That way you can use normal type attacks on it. Not that you need to, but Never hurts.
Anyways, so yeah, like Jane. So Thor has, Thor. There's a deleted scene in Thor 1 where Thor heals somebody who's been gravely injured, and he, that helps. That's one of the things that he does to help him, become worthy of being Thor again, and it's kind of cool. And Thor in the comics is a doctor for a reason. Thor in the actual mythologies, people would write inscriptions to Thor or saying, protect me from wounds and heal me if I am wounded and things like that. That there's like medallions for things like that found in Nordic areas and things like that. They don't do anything with that. They do shit with that. So after Gore kidnaps all of the children and takes them all away.
Because of course.
Yeah. Let's see here. They I'm trying to remember the exact line of events here.
After they kidnap the children, Thor.
Yeah, they kidnap the kids.
Catch up with Jane.
Thor tries to catch up with Jane. That's when the shit with Mjolnir and Stormbreaker happens.
Yeah, that's what that
and
started.
The joke.
By the way, is they more or less confirmed that she was snapped. So.
Yeah. So
the Russo brothers had already confirmed this years ago.
Yeah. So, what should I name Noctowl?
I think she mentioned that it's been 3 years. Thor mentions 8. Which actually it's been 8 years.
Yeah.
Because I think that's supposed to reference the last time she was seen in Dark World, not counting the extra footage for Endgame.
Yeah.
What should Noctowl's name be?
Hedwig.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for the Harry Potter reference, just go with Hedwig.
I'm gonna name it Hadwig.
Hedwig.
Alex, I imagine our Loki, just pointing his sword at the goats and be like, "Scream one more time."
Scream one more time, and I dare you.
Well, that won't work because Thor's goats are immortal.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that definitely wouldn't work on those bleeding goats.
He doesn't care. He could torture them for 1,000 years for all he wants.
Yeah, true.
But yeah,
even better. He could just make their mouths just not be there.
Okay.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
Okay, Black Bolt.
They're like, okay, so they contact Heimdall's son Astrid, who now goes by the name
Who wants to go by
Axel. Yeah, who wants to go by the name of...
Another Guns N' Roses reference.
Yeah, wants to go by the name of Axel because apparently 12-year-old Asgardian boys listen to a lot of Guns N' Roses. And I'm,
Why?
I can't say that that's, I can't say that I didn't when I was that age because I certainly fucking did, but I was also that age 13 years ago, so that was closer. Appetite for Destruction is 35 years old now, I think. It was 1987, right? 1987, so yeah, that's 35 years old.
Yeah, 35. Holy shit.
It was old when I was a kid, but that's the kind of stuff that I just always fucking listen to, because I never liked most of modern music. Granted, that's another fucking Noctowl, holy shit.
We're
gonna be here forever.
One. You can kill
Damn
it.
owls, go away.
Okay, but anyway, so since
they find out where they
probably
are.
Don't want to waste your time searching for more Heracross.
Crap. Oh, okay, wait, I goofed up.
What?
Oh no, wait, I got. Oh no, wait, never mind. I got strength. I just need another strength bitch.
Oh. Oh, you're at Chuck's gym?
Yeah, but I only got 4 alligators, so I need. You know what? Let me swap out knocked out. I'll see if I can get like something else to.
And the thing is
I'm in Sea of Wood right now, so yeah. Continue.
I have to imagine how much daddy issues that Astrid had towards Heimdall. Well, for him to just do that.
Yeah, I also have to say, like, we've never seen Heimdall's wife or son in any previous Thor movie.
Yeah, just this movie they said, hey, he's got a kid and a chick he hooked up with.
Yeah, Heimdall has been in 3 Thor movies and an Avengers film.
In Infinity War.
Yeah, and he never once brought up having a fucking family.
Unless he forgot. Unless he forgot or something, I don't know.
Yeah,
he must have forgot.
I'm literally trying to headcanon this whole thing.
Yeah, that's why his son changed his name to Axel. That's why his son changed his name to
Axel from Kingdom Hearts?
No. It's a Guns N' Roses reference.
I mean...
Oh, is it? It sounds like more of a Kingdom Hearts reference.
No, it is directly a reference to Guns N' Roses.
You don't need to have that name memorized. Let's put it that way.
It's spelled AXL. Kind of like the Mega Man character, but at the same time, no.
Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay, now Sudowoodo is now my strength bitch.
Okay, so what did you say about not wanting to waste time looking for Heracross?
Okay, so here's the thing. And Whitney's Miltank is quite strong, but at the same time, it's not unstoppable.
Yeah, because remember, I stopped it. Remember, Mudslap.
Yeah. Make sure
Mudslap, and
make sure you reduce its accuracy as much as humanly possible.
That might give you a good chance.
Okay.
Well,
that roll will hit like a damn brick if you don't stop it. Yeah, hell, you could tolerate it if it's just using Stomp.
Yeah. Whitney's Miltank is one thing you want to just do stall strategies for.
Yeah.
None of my
by the
Pokemon
way,
ID numbers
near the
match.
radio tower.
Yeah, I'm in the radio tower.
You got to go up to one of the clerks, and they'll give you a questionnaire so that you can get the radio card.
You get 5 questions right, you get a radio card for your Pokegear.
All right.
This is something you have.
Is
to
there
do
a Pokemon
remake.
that
you
appears?
You don't have to do it in the original.
Only in the morning. Yes. Is this statement correct? You can't buy a berry at a mart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get berries from the trees.
Does HMO1 contain the move Flash? That is a yes, correct?
No, it's
HMO5
not.
is Flash.
Okay.
HMO1 is cut, so you got to try it again.
Okay, please tell me you didn't get it wrong.
Is Faulkner the Violet Gym Leader who uses bird Pokemon? I would assume so based on the fucking name.
That was the first gym leader, so yeah.
Do Goldenrod Game Corner slots have Charmander on their reels? I haven't been in the Goldenrod.
No.
Okay. Thank you for helping me cheat on this, guys.
Yes, no, yes, no.
Yes.
You know, funnily
yes,
enough,
I want to make sure you got it the first try. That way you don't have to be like, oh crap, which one did I get wrong?
And so for some reason, despite the fact that Thor, Jane, and Valkyrie are already pretty well equipped for this, and they could just call the fucking Avengers, because despite the fact that Cap is retired and old and Tony is dead, the Avengers are still around. Like,
yeah, in some way or form they're still around, but they're probably because they're dealing with their own shit.
But this is a planetary incursion. This is a planetary incursion, and people have been abducted. So. But we don't. For all we know, this could be the same day Doctor Strange dealing with his shit. No. It doesn't matter, because you can leave Doctor Strange and Peter Parker at on Earth. It doesn't matter.
Wait, who are you talking about with that one? I know Doctor Strange, but who's this Peter Parker? He's
a friend of he's a friend of somebody who's been in the Avengers. I don't remember who.
You must be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
you must mean the Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, he's connected to Spider-Man, and yeah, he gets the pictures for the guy who shouts on the internet.
All right, moving on. I was gonna be here forever.
Yeah, James Jonah Jameson. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's cool. Kind of.
I think J. Jonah Jameson is secretly Spider-Man.
Nah, he's a bit too
Might
old
say
for
now
that.
take
I
her
don't know
too.
about- I can't see an old man like him doing all those backflips and shit.
No, I think because if he has those superpowers, he's just putting on the old man act. He's not actually.
Back to the Thor movie. Otherwise, we're way off topic.
We're going to
Otherwise, we're gonna be here forever with this damn thing.
Okay, so seriously, Thor. Thor decides that they need backup, so he decides that they need to go to not Mount Olympus.
They go
because that's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much what the place is. Might as well be Mount Olympus.
To go talk to.
Well, okay, wait. Can't be not exactly because that's other gods from different places. So not really.
Yeah, to go talk to Russell Crowe's Zeus, and so they go there, and like they are very clearly, like, Russell Crowe has clearly put in a decent amount of work on his arms, but they're still shooting around his
he's trying
gut.
to work on the arms to seal the gut to like make up for having a gut. That's what it is.
They're like
that's the trick. That's the fat guy trick.
Yeah, they're
you work on your arms so it doesn't look.
Yeah.
So your gut's not like that out there.
Yeah, so Russell Crowe has continued. He's not in as bad a shape as he was in that horror movie he was in a couple of years ago.
Like, he's all right.
But, you know, he's not, he doesn't look like Jor-El anymore, you know?
Horror movie. You talking about the Universal Mummy?
No, I was talking about the one where he
That's
was...
That's a real horror movie. That's a horror movie for different reasons.
Yeah. I was talking about the one where he was the truck driver guy.
Oh, okay.
The stalker guy. Anyways, yeah, he's not as fat as he was in that, but he's not in Jor-El shape anymore. Right. And he's he's done some decent work on his arms. They don't look really flabby, but they're shooting around his gut. You can tell by the camera angles that they don't want to put that on screen. They're not trying to conceal it. Like, they didn't pull a fucking green screen belly like they did to conceal Gal Gadot's pregnant stomach in the Wonder Woman reshoots, but they're shooting around it. Yeah, they're trying not to ever have him be side on to the camera when something's not blocking the way.
Yeah.
And spoiler warning, as if we weren't spoiling the whole fucking movie already, Zeus is fucking worthless, and all of the scenes on not Mount Olympus could have been cut entirely, because there is no reason for this entire sequence to be in the movie. Thor...
No, we need it for Thor ass.
The only reason this is in the movie is to have naked Thor and... is to have naked Thor and also have a setup for Thor 5, or whatever the fuck the movie that Hercules shows up in is.
Yeah. Spoiler warning.
And Hercules shows up at the end of the movie.
Whichever pronunciation you want to use.
Hercules shows up at the end of the movie, and during the mid-credits scene. And it is so fucking awkward. Like, he and Russell Crowe are clearly not working on the same set. Russell Crowe was like leaning back and is like you feel like
back recovering from the wound.
You feel like so like Thor.
We need to teach them fear.
Yeah, Thor shot Zeus's lightning bolt.
He caught the thunderbolt and then shot it right back.
Yeah, through his chest.
Cause the wound. Yeah, because the plan was to take the thunderbolt to try to use that to try to fight.
Yeah, he was trying. They were trying to convince them to.
It's like, hey,
the Olympians.
Weapon.
He was trying to convince the Olympians to come.
But hey, surprise, Zeus is a pussy.
Yeah, which is not how he was in the fucking comics. Zeus is a fucking badass. Zeus is fucking amazing, and he's a goddamn he's a goddamn absolute unit. And he and Hercules could take on like all kinds of fucking threats by themselves. There's nothing like the Zeus in the fucking DC universe.
Right.
That guy teamed up with his arch nemesis so that he could go fight an alien god and keep Earth from being taken over, which he succeeded at. Anyways, so yeah, Zeus is scared, which is not something Zeus would ever be, and he doesn't even send fucking Hercules to go help Thor. Which would have been fucking great, because I love Marvel's Hercules. Marvel's Hercules is a jolly, goofy fellow. Oh, he's a great character. And, in this, he's played by a guy who looks like he's barely 5'10", and he's not nearly as broad as he's supposed to be. The costume is on fucking point, but they didn't even... Like, for as much CGI as this film has, they didn't make him look like he's supposed to be... fucking Hercules. He looks like a cosplayer.
Look intimidating, but that was probably just for a quick shot.
Yeah, and
I do want to say they're probably going to fix that if they make a fifth movie, which they
But when next time it pops up, they'll probably fix.
This version of Hercules, he kind of sucks, and like. The biggest problem is, like, I can tell that he and Russell Crowe were never on set at the same time.
Yeah, because they probably shot that scene, like, separately.
They don't even look like they're in the same place. Hercules is doing this like, awesome pose off to the side, right, on some pedestal, and Zeus is like, chilling off with his hose.
Yeah, there's, like, the way it's cut, the way it's shot, it looks like they could have just shot it separately.
Yeah, it's not even on the same fucking set. And, I'm going to bring up The Boys. The Boys season premiere of season 3. Charlize Theron is not on the same set as Anthony Starr and the rest of the cast. But it sure as hell fucking looked like they were, because they did some creative camera angles and cuts and whatnot. They had her in the Stormfront costume.
And just took out Chuck.
On a green screen, and they made it look fucking good.
I do want to say, I think we forgot to mention the elephant in the room, the quote-unquote king of the movie.
Oh yeah, King Valkyrie.
She doesn't have anything to do in the film.
Yeah, King Valkyrie doesn't do shit.
Yeah, Valkyrie's just tagging along.
She's just there.
Has some moments here and there, but
we have nothing to do with her.
And
we have to have the LGBT point.
Yeah, so during the not Olympus scene, Korg gets not killed, and then when they're leaving, Valkyrie kisses the hand of one of Thor's hoes.
Not on one of Zeus's hose. Thor's hose. What the hell?
Zeus's hose. Thor doesn't have any hose. Thor is Thor.
No, that was before he got stripped.
Yeah, Thor is bitch.
That's right. All those women knew.
Thor is Thor is bitchless in this film.
Well, besides Jane, but
yeah, that
good chunk of the movie.
See that pussy is quite dusty by the end of the film, though.
yeah, but somewhere else. Yeah, but hey, that pussy could be revisited in Valhalla, but we'll get to that.
Anyway, so they fuck shit up and leave, and then they go to fight Gore, and they kind of fuck up, and then they fuck up again, and then they get sent back to Earth, and then they go back to his place, fuck up again. Well, Thor goes back to his place alone, and they fuck up again. Jane has to intervene because Thor forgot to bring fucking Mjolnir with him to keep Jane from using the goddamn hammer and killing herself.
Hey, let me take that. Let me take the freaking hammer, knowing that my ex is gonna be jealous. By the way, still
the axe wasn't even fucking there.
My girl, I just reconnected with doesn't try to use the hammer and probably die.
Yeah,
but hey, whatever.
Maybe we could be smart here, guys, because Thor is actually, like Thor, like Hercules, is one of those smart, brawny guys that you read about in ancient mythology all the fucking time. Because that's the archetypical, classical hero. He's strong, he's smart, he's got a brain to back up his muscle. Well, that's how a warrior should be, not a bumbling Nimrod. And Thor leaves his trusted hammer behind. His girlfriend has to save him after he bestows, he uses the Thunderbolt. Somehow the Thunderbolt of Thor, somehow the Thunderbolt of fucking Zeus, rather. The Thunderbolt of Zeus, there's
please.
only...
You're having the hardest time trying to, constantly mixing up Zeus and Thor.
There is
I know
only
they got the
one...
same powers.
Yeah, there is only one
I don't
Thunderbolt
blame you for mixing up.
in the movie. For some reason, there is only one Thunderbolt in the movie, despite the fact that, Hephaestus was always making Zeus more. Disney already did this 25 years ago in
Hercules.
Yeah, Disney's Hercules. That got it right. What the fuck is going on here, guys? This isn't from the comics. Sure as fuck isn't from the comics, because the weapons of the Pantheon aren't fucking unique. There isn't just one Thunderbolt. Anyways,
Okay, maybe they didn't know. I don't know.
well, Taika Waititi doesn't read the fucking comics, so... Yeah, Taika Waititi doesn't read the fucking comics, so it doesn't matter.
Or they forgot about Hephaestus.
Yeah.
Or may not be aware of him. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, so, Thor somehow uses the Thunderbolt to access the Bifrost and go to the Shadow Planet, where he and Jane fuck up. Yeah, they go...
I think that's what they called it.
Yeah, they go to the...
They actually go to the center of the universe.
Yeah, they go to the center of the universe to find eternity. Because Gore needs to use...
to open his door to infinity.
Yeah, Gore needs to use the Bifrost to get to infinity, to gather the Dragon Balls to wish away the fucking gods.
No. I don't think it's exactly the gods.
And he fucks up... Thor fucks up. I don't know why they thought bringing two of the fucking... Oh, yeah, by the way, they find out about this via exposition, by the way. But, yeah, they bring the fucking hammer. He forgets to bring the fucking hammer. Thor and Jane fuck up. There's a stupid thing about Jane being Mighty Thor, not Lady Thor.
It's Mighty Thor.
Yeah, they both fuck up. And, Gore changes his mind at the last minute and wishes his daughter back rather than wishing away the fucking...
Pretty much because the power of love.
Yeah. Well, her name is literally Love.
Yeah, that becomes her name. Even though we don't know what her name originally was before changing it to Love. But
yeah, so
guys, what am I naming the Lapras?
Steven Universe. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I'd rather not, but yeah. So Thor gives a little speech about how he'd rather be with his dying girlfriend and then because Gore's basically already won. But, Thor, you are the god of thunder. You did not need the fucking Thunderbolt. You could have, I don't know, summoned up a big ball of lightning and vaporized Gore, then taken the wish for yourself and wished your girlfriend not have cancer.
But done, you have to have plot.
That's a good plot. The hero kills the bad guy and gets the girl. That is a good plot.
Yeah, that's a good plot for phase 1.
Bad guy.
This is phase fucking 4.
Bad guy dies and hero. Bad guy dies. Girlfriend dies. Hero has to raise bad guy's daughter. What the fuck is that?
Hero raises bad guy's daughter. It's hey, promise me, take care of this girl. Make her see the right way. Don't make her like me.
You know what they could have done? Actually, if they wanted to subvert expectations, here's what they could have done. Thor, Thor and Gore have this battle, and Gore's I don't, you've shown that I'm, you've shown that you're not who I thought you were. Or you're actually a good guy. You actually care about people and are willing to put your life on the line trying to help them, and he makes one last request as he's dying, as Thor stands above him triumphant, and, you know, let me die, let my daughter live, and Thor uses his wish to bring back love and cure Jane's cancer. And then the two of them raise the girl together.
That wish is beyond Infinity's power. Okay.
Yeah, we can't use the Dragon Balls to cure cancer, guys, but we can totally use it to bring characters back from the dead. So, Tony Stark is totally coming back.
Hang on. Let me say something, Dun. There's just one problem. Mighty Thor isn't profitable enough, so she must die.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Marvel. Yeah, I forgot that Marvel is run by misogynists.
hey, that's the hill that's your hill you choosing, bro. That's your hill. Don't bring us into this. That's your hill. So you get shot, we're not saving you. Just know that right now.
Dixie's trying to learn swagger, but I don't got time for that. Hey, I gotta contribute something to these conversations. You've
barely been contributing to this whole movie conversation.
Yeah. And, you know, Thor
more than you.
Ends the film by giving a little speech to his adopted niece that, you know, those people are the good guys. That's why we have to go help them. And it's like, oh, okay, you know. This is kind of sweet.
Okay. Let me not have her shoot me.
Dada.
This is kind of sweet. I understand. It would have been better if they'd have. It would have been better if they'd have. If they wouldn't have, you know, made this a complete waste of fucking time, but, you know.
At least it ends on a decent note.
Yeah, because, like, I like the idea of Thor, you know, Thor is doing his thing, being, you know, heroic, and, you know, he's taking care of a little girl. Oh, and it's sweet. But it would have been sweeter if he'd have been there, you know, if he'd have gotten, and, you know, his girl, and, you know, been able to...
Dude, for one to be around, the other must die. One must die so the other may live. You cannot have both.
And,
I do want to say...
Korg gets together
Korg hooks up with another rock person named Dwayne.
Yeah, to be fair,
that's a stupid joke.
And yes, that is a pun. That is a pun. If you haven't figured that one out.
Oh, it is a pun. God,
yeah, and Dwayne has a porn stash, and Taika Waititi, you knew what you were doing. You 110% knew what you were doing.
Also, one other pun you freaking skipped over: the Rock King sitting on a throne of scissors.
Oh yeah, that was actually a decent joke. That is a pretty good joke for them. That is subtle. They didn't point it out. They didn't linger on it. There's just a shot.
Rock beats scissors.
There's just a shot. He's sitting on a throne of scissors. It's there.
What the hell?
There's a hell. It must be filled with paper.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, guys, I live in a house where where the only jokes my dad ever says are lame puns.
No, fucking hell, Magnemite.
Oh, you're at Jasmine's room?
Yeah. So are you your own dad then? Because that's half the jokes you say.
Yeah, well, whose fault do you think it is?
Who do you think you got it from?
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Let's see.
Giovanni's gone.
So yeah, all in all...
I'm pretty much getting my ass beat by Jasmine.
All in all, whatever. 2 out of 10. Worst Thor movie.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Alex on that one.
And the visual effects are shit. Like, they have the fucking helmets. The goddamn helmets are CGI, and they don't even look right. Man of Steel had some of the most complex battle armors imaginable as CGI. They had one physical armor so that they could match lighting, but the rest of it was mocap with CGI because it was cumbersome. And that was 9 years ago, and that looked really fucking good.
Speaking of DCEU, Alex had possessed me one night for me to purchase Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice remastered or 4K.
Damn.
But yeah, Kevin, what's your rating for the film?
4.
Thor gets a 4.
They did a pun!
4.
Shut up,
The fourth movie gives it a 4.
Fran, what do you think?
I'm feeling a little bit generous. I'll give it like a 7.5.
Oh,
Really? A 7.5 out?
This movie...
Yeah.
7.5 out of 100.
That's not
right?
bad. For a Thor movie, that's not bad.
For a Thor movie, that's
Right.
fucking terrible considering how good the first one was.
I know, could have been worse. Could have been worse. Yes. Could have been better. Yes. I'm just going like in the middle.
find a hard. Okay, it obviously could be fucking worse, but
Yeah.
like the only ways it could have been worse would have been if it was outright incompetent, and it was close enough. Like there's a bunch of stuff like throughout the film. It looks like it was assembled from like outtakes, not like something that would actually have been in the fucking movie. And
Right.
oh god, Zeus get no fucking respect.
Yeah, guys, I'm in.
Seems like getting no respect at all.
Brain is
That's
jammed.
weird.
Ben,
I do want to rant. You want to know what this movie reminds me
excuse
of?
me, what?
It reminds me of Captain Marvel, not in the way you think. So,
And
all
that you
these
have an
movies
interesting
have-
premise and it gets fucked up by the execution.
you're close, but it has genius ideas that could make it one of the best comic book movies ever made, and do either nothing with them or just don't even try with
Yeah.
the concepts that they have.
Yeah, that's
what
that's
both these
Ragnarok.
movies have in common.
That's Ragnarok, that's Captain Marvel. That's
Ragnarok wasn't even about Ragnarok.
that's Black Widow, that's Shang-Chi, that's the fucking Eternals.
I think Captain Marvel and Thor: Love and Thunder are the worst offenders because those ideas are legitimately fantastic. I mean, for fuck's sakes, you got Christian Bale as one of Thor's greatest villains, and you do nothing with him.
We don't even know how he gets the fucking name. He gets the fucking sword and then all
It's
of a
like,
sudden
okay, he
he's the
kills
God
one guy.
Butcher.
Yeah, because we haven't seen
He
enough
kills
of
one
it.
god on screen, and that fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they did like a few more scenes where he's killing a few more
They
guys
could have had
to establish the God Butcher name.
They could have had an
okay.
action
like a
scene.
montage scene when they're describing what he's doing.
Yeah,
seeing
yeah,
him
just
kill
do,
all
yeah,
the
just do a
gods.
montage.
Yeah,
That's
they
all
could have
you
had-
have to do.
He just boom pops up, kills gods. That's
They
it.
had an
That's it,
unnecessary
just establish
montage of
It's a
Thor
threat.
aging
Excuse me
into.
one moment. Just gotta use the restroom.
They had an unnecessary moment of Thor
Oh yeah, when he's like
monta-
running for
yeah,
us, like as
aging
a
into
kid and all
adulthood.
that.
Yeah, they could have cut that and put this in instead. They could have had like I had an idea of a scenario where Thor and Sif go to they go to Thalagar, or who's dying. He's not yet dead, and Thalagar, tells Thor about this guy, and Thor is
Like,
the one
from-
who gives.
through that you could do
Yeah.
could do like a montage or like
Yeah.
some establishing shots.
And
on
then, and then, Gore shows up and attacks them, and that's how Sif loses her arm. She loses her arm in battle against Gore on screen, and they have like a little bit of back and forth, and Thor, just in a fit of rage and anger, shouts that something about Gore being a god butcher. And
almost
Gore,
like kind of like spoon feed the line.
yeah, Gore adopts
Yeah.
that as his moniker, and that sounds fucking awesome. They
But
didn't do that.
would
They didn't
require
do any of
actual
that.
thought and effort.
Yeah, I fucking know. Taika Waititi is apparently incapable of those when he's working on something that's a major franchise.
Fuck my life.
Pin missile.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
but Pin missile.
Arena's existence.
Trying to think. Ben, do you want to start us in on the next topic?
Hang on, I didn't even give my ranking for the movie.
You didn't
even though
watch
I had
the
never
film.
I'm still going to rank it. It's a 4 out of 10.
That's too generous. The Dark World is a 4 out
Wait,
of
you
10.
think that's more generous than freaking me giving it a 7?
Yes. No. You giving it a 7 is absurd. Or a 4 out of 10 is way too generous.
but mind you, for me to give me giving it a 7 is me paying attention to the movie. So
like a 7 out of 10, and the original Thor is like a 7.5 out of 10, and the Dark World is like a 5 or a 4, maybe a 6 at its highest, because it's got some good stuff, but it's woefully poorly shot. And then you have like Ragnarok, which is like a 4 or 5 at best. And then you have this, which is a 1 to 2.
Like, with Ragnarok, you kind of understand because Disney wanted to do Planet 4, but they were cocksblocked by
Planet
Universal. So they had to force Takahito.
Yeah, you mean Planet Hulk, not Planet Thor.
Yeah.
Planet Hulk.
I mean, it's an okay buddy cop film. Like, you can say that about Ragnarok. It's alright. But Thor Love and Thunder was just a huge missed opportunity. And, like, legit amazing ideas on par or even better than Captain Marvel, and they waste them.
Yeah. So do you want to get us started on the next topic, which I think was, did you guys talk at all about how, Pat McCallum died while I was gone?
I think we...
No.
I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
so...
Interesting.
So Pat McCallum died. I don't really know him all that well. No, but he was the editor-in-chief of Wizard and an executive editor at DC. And Shinzo Abe, the former Prime Minister of Japan, died last week as well. And I will ask that you guys start in on this topic while I go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, now you gotta use the restroom?
I didn't want to do it while Kevin was in the restroom.
No, okay, fair enough.
Had just 2 people left.
Right.
So, for context, the former prime minister was campaigning because the Japanese elections are coming up and whatnot, so he was campaigning for his party. Someone from the Japanese Navy did not like this man, so this man made a taped-up homemade double-barrel shotgun, came up behind him, and shot him twice.
Damn.
Ouch.
And, yeah, if you watch the video, the crowd's like, wait, what the fuck? Because it's interesting, because different cultures react to different things differently, so gun deaths rarely ever happen in that country. So when it happens, like, what the fuck just happened? Did you just get shot? What the fuck? It's completely unexpected to them. So
yeah, and on top of that, gun law.
There's a fucking moth in my room. That's fantastic.
Oh, God. Hey, you're done. Be careful.
At least there's nothing in here for it to eat. All right. So what did I miss?
Yeah, not much.
You're talking about how a guy made a double-barrel shotgun and shot the former prime minister in the back twice.
Yeah, he so apparently a former Japanese self-defense force, JSSDF, Japanese strategic self-defense force, shot Shinzo Abe in the back with a homemade double-barrel shotgun with an electric trigger and just homemade ammunition and homemade powder.
Yep, you're correct.
Then they found a homemade 9-barrel shotgun in his house.
What the fuck? Wait, hold up. 9-barrel?
9-barrel shotgun.
9-barrel? God damn, that's something.
I'm literally trying to visualize that right now.
So, yeah, it's 3 by 3 by 3.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Goddamn. Okay, the recoil on that darn thing would have to be a bitch.
And this guy, this is not a 3D printed weapon. This is what's known as a zip gun. He basically, he took some pipes and some wood and strapped them together.
Don't forget duct tape. There was a lot of duct tape on
that. There was a lot of duct tape. It was basically, I'd say red-green more so, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's no known motive. He basically immediately gave himself up to the police, made no attempt to run, which is the strangest part of this scenario.
Yeah, if you watch the video, you can just see him standing around it confusingly, wondering why no one's tackling him.
Yeah, he walks up to Shinzo Abe, shoots him twice in the back, and just stays there.
Yeah, he just waits to be tackled. It's really weird.
Like, they didn't understand. At first, they didn't realize what had happened. And, I don't know. have they found any kind of motive since then?
No.
Wait,
there's no motive
when was
yet.
this?
They haven't.
It might be too early.
This is 4 days ago.
Yeah, it's probably too early.
Give it a couple weeks in case anything else comes out.
There were rumors
because
that
even
he was
4
getting
days, that's kind of
revenge.
too early.
Oh, take this with a grain of salt. But there were rumors that he was getting revenge for a cult leader's death or execution, I should say, but it's unconfirmed.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that kind of sounds. Okay, then again, people in cults are freaking whacked out of their minds. So it's possible.
But
as crazy as it sounds.
I don't. It wasn't a funeral service, but like a service.
The memorial service. Yeah, there were people.
Yeah, the line was so long they had to close multiple roads. If you watch that video, that line is like miles and miles long. It's like holy shit.
Yeah, he was a much beloved prime minister.
Very.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
What?
I can't imagine how Trump.
I'm not gonna be the
elephant
elephant in the room.
Out of all the world leaders, like that was the guy.
All right,
that,
I'm not gonna address it because
that was the only guy Trump really liked as a world leader.
Well, he and Abe got along pretty well, and then apparently a bunch of people have been realizing that the video of Trump throwing the food into the koi pond was edited to make him look bad because Abe did it right before he did.
Yeah, he did right before
Why
he did.
am I not surprised?
Yeah.
And you know, Alex, that would actually explain a few things about the elephant in the room.
Which elephant at this point?
People on Twitter.
The one that's naked?
People on Twitter are actually celebrating this guy's death.
Yeah, so people on Twitter have been celebrating Shinzo Abe's death, and Hideki Naganuma the composer for Jet Set Radio.
He's got it right the first time.
Yeah, Hideki Naganuma has been getting some shit on Twitter for saying that it's you shouldn't just go out and kill people who you disagree with politically. He's been getting some shit over that, and I was like, come on.
Here's the thing,
what the fuck are we, guys? Oh yeah, he's been courting the SJW crowd, so yeah, I understand, but like, come the fuck on, guys.
Yeah, it is fucked, but like he did kind of ask for it at this point.
This childhood game says, as another one who's joined the stream, Vim Kumari Fuyal. I do apologize if I am butchering the pronunciation.
And which most likely you did.
I butcher everything, Fran.
I know.
I butcher my family. No, I'm joking.
Okay, boom, get up. Get up. We're streaming. That's our accounts are freaking done. Just like that.
Yep.
Just like that, the accounts are done. I can't stream on Twitch anymore. Thanks a lot, Ben.
Anyway, Sabrina,
we got a freaking nickname. We gotta change his name to a freaking problem child at this point.
Well, Alex, I'm sure you'll end up doing that since you're an admin on our server.
I'm the problem child. But yeah, should we go to the next topic?
Yes. Rest in peace, Tony Sirico.
Oh,
God. The Yu-Gi-Oh guy. That was
no,
different dude.
Tony Sirico, the guy who played the guy who played Silvio in
The Sopranos.
In The Sopranos, yeah.
Yeah. Why are so many people dropping dead?
And like half of them are fucking actors who played mobsters.
Like,
that has to be a true coincidence. That has to be.
All three people who died are absolute legends in their own different right. It's weird.
We also we covered Kazuki Takahashi's death by shark attack earlier, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so
apparently there might have been a shark attack that might have caused him death.
Oh, thank God.
But then wait. The guy who created Yu-Gi-Oh was killed by a shark?
No, it is while he was snorkeling. He might ended up in an area like with sharks.
Yeah, so he was snorkeling off the coast of Japan, and he wound up being attacked by sharks and was adrift in the water for a couple of days before.
I thought it was a car crash.
No.
No. No, you would most likely miss her.
No, like if I was reported as a car, what the fuck?
Nah, it wasn't a car crash.
I mean, I had to look this up. Hang on. Shark.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
But
yeah, what the fuck? It was a shark attack. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit ironic. As fucked up as
Well,
that is.
it would have been ironic if he died playing a children's card game.
God.
I mean, yeah, but...
Yeah,
I mean,
that would have been more ironic, but...
I mean, I meant by the idea that... Hang on, my brain went... I meant, like, creating
Your brain-
monsters in the card game. That's kind of what I meant.
Yeah.
here's Alakazam.
Eh,
So yeah, moving
but
on.
still, like, I grew up with the first Yu-Gi-Oh!
God
Two
damn it,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Overdrive! You
shows,
should have
so-
missed.
I grew up with the first two Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows, so... It's kind of shitty that he's
I should
dead.
have busted out the
I have a
bomb.
few friends who are torn up about for good reason. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, the first few shows is genuinely fantastic.
Oh
And
god.
the dub, I mean, the dubs are so bad they're good, so...
Guys, I feel like I may be losing someone here.
So after,
good.
but after the, going back to Shinzo Abe though,
Yeah.
I actually have to bring this up because this became a fucking thing. So after every major shooting or assassination or whatever the fuck, somebody creates a Photoshop saying that Sam Hyde, the comedian and YouTuber, Comedy Central host of one of their last decent shows before it was canceled, all around funny guy, Sam Hyde, got, saying that he was somehow responsible for it or involved. And almost immediately afterwards, there was, like, Photoshop notorious Yakuza member, her Samuero Hideki, was seen fleeing the scene. And that was funny. It was tasteless, but it was funny. Then somebody attached that name to a picture of Hideo Kojima in a Russian hat.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so for some reason, for those of you who don't know...
is that how Hideo got freaking tied into this?
So for those of you who don't know...
I saw like a freaking...
Hideo Kojima...
Like a quick thing, like he said him being misblamed for it? I was like, wait,
Hideo
what?
Kojima...
I didn't click on it.
Creator
probably click
of Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill, I believe.
No, if not Silent Hill, Death Stranding, which took us like
he also did
figure out what the hell it was.
Yeah, and Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding for sure. Silent Hill maybe, I can't remember. I know his name is attached to the first game at the very least.
Yeah, probably just the first game, but I don't think he did the rest.
And it was supposed to be attached to Silent Hills, but that didn't wind up happening.
But yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah, because Konami was a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept... People were banning about... And this wound up on the actual fucking news. Not like American news, but like...
No, it didn't just end up in the news. A French politician posted his photo calling him the fucking shooter.
So, like, France and Russia and a bunch of other places where they don't speak English were posting pictures of Hideo Kojima with the name Samuero Hideki, or Sam something Hideki, as being the guy who shot Shinzo Abe.
No, I want to see his drafts.
I
want to see Kojima's drafts on Twitter. I want to see what he wants to post about it.
And meanwhile, Hideo Kojima is off watching Minions 2, and
he's probably off watching Minions in a suit.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt your conversation, but I literally took out Sabrina without losing a single Pokemon.
Nice.
And she had 2 or 3 Calm Minds all set up just to kill me, and she foolishly wasted it on Future Sight. And that was her Alakazam.
Damn.
Nice.
I was so worried I was gonna lose Overdrive to this, but how am I this lucky at this game?
Oh, okay. You realize at this point, you're pretty much blowing all your luck on that.
Yeah, pretty much.
It might just go downhill
Give a
from there.
shit.
You fucked up, boy.
I
Fuck your
don't
name, boy.
care.
Fuck that.
So, that
you
was
done?
pretty much going to be the news for the week. Then Ubisoft did something really fucking stupid.
Wait, no,
Oh.
you forgot the part where Kojima's company is threatening to sue the people confused.
Oh yeah, so the
accusing.
Kojima's
For
gonna
the
sue those
confusion
people.
and all that.
Yeah, there's a for context. Kojima's company is now threatening to sue the people accusing him of
That
being
miscredit, that misblamed.
But knowing Kojima, he probably has a bunch of Twitter drafts making memes about the whole thing.
Yeah.
He probably does. It's Kojima. He's just
He can't
random as
post
hell.
them.
He just can't post it because, you know.
Yeah, legal
He's probably looking
reasons.
at them right now at the drafts sticker.
He just got him saved, ready to go. Oh, we know.
Yeah, but the next topic,
Yeah,
Marvel
Ubisoft-
Virtual Effect.
What were you gonna say?
Ubisoft, go on.
Yeah,
was gonna
Ubisoft
mention
is
the
living
effect,
up to their nickname. But yeah, go ahead.
Let's do the Ubisoft one first, since you want
Okay,
to do that
so
one.
Ubisoft is living up to their nickname. And they're going to be removing support for various games. The first of which is going to be Assassin's Creed Liberation HD, which you will no longer be able to buy it, and you'll no longer be able to play
You're
the
just no longer be
online.
able to access it in any way
But you're
possible.
also not going to be able to play the single player either.
Damn.
You
Yeah.
know, the
Okay,
implications
that
of that
really
are
doesn't make
fucking
sense.
horrifying.
So, at 765tet on Twitter summed it up pretty well. Their single-player game requires online DRM verification, but they need to remove it from their list of supported games to make room for future releases, so they're just rendering it completely unplayable and stealing from the customers instead of removing the DRM.
Yep.
This leads into a let me get up on my soapbox right now. I'm gonna have a screed for you. Never pay anything more than you're willing to throw away for a digital good. Or if you do, it better be fucking DRM free.
Yeah.
Buy shit off of GOG.com if you need to buy something digital. For fuck's sake. Buy only DRM free stuff from them. Don't buy anything with DRM, because this is what happens. This is what always happens. Like, and this leads into another thing. Sony is removing all movies.
Oh yeah, the movie purchases.
Yeah, so they're removing all movie purchases from. What's the studio? What's the company? I don't remember. But the point is, they're removing all of Studio Canal. They're removing all Studio Canal releases from everywhere. They're not just removing it from the PlayStation movie store. They're removing it from your library as well. You can't buy it. You can't watch it. You can't even see
And
that
you probably can't
own it.
re-download it.
This has happened.
Once it gets to a point where, like, okay, it's no longer there.
Yeah. This happened
Guess
before
what?
with
you
iTunes.
better make sure not to delete it, or you
Yeah.
pretty much lost it to the ether.
This happened before with iTunes. This happened before with Silent Hills. Or more to the point, PT.
Yeah, the PC demo.
If you're going to buy something, if you're going to pay money for something, you need to either get a copy that you can do whatever the fuck you want with, or don't pay for it at all. My Steam library is comprised of giveaways, of things that people have given me, of stuff I've gotten for free, or stuff I've gotten off the Humble Bundle. And
Humble Bundle!
I justify the Humble Bundle because, like, usually the games come out to less than $1 a piece, and I'm fine spending less than $1 on something like that. I'm not going to spend more than $1. The only exception I've ever made for a individual digital game that I have purchased is Undertale. I spent $10 on Undertale. I spent, I bought that off of GOG.com for $10 because I fucking love that game.
So you've shown us?
And that's just you know, that's the only exception I've ever made. I'll make another exception when Deltarune Chapter 3 comes out, because, you know, Toby Fox is a fucking brilliant writer.
Within the next 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way,
Toby Fox is fucking great, though.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And by the way, I'm fighting a guy with Magikarps.
Oh, you're finding the one trainer that's got nothing but Magikarp in his party.
I think he might have a Gyarados in there somewhere, but...
No, I think it's all Magikarps. It'd be funny if there was just one Gyarados. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
The king of Carp, Magikarp.
Ooh.
How many times have we quoted that?
Often.
God knows how. I've lost track.
I have to wonder which episode of Pokemon was that from?
That was from the SSN episode.
Yeah, that's the same episode.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
because
when
James got a Magikarp.
and got conned.
Yeah, that's when James got a Magikarp. Remember, that was also the time freaking Ash traded Butterfree for fucking Eradicate. Why? I don't know, because you gotta be a dumbass to do that.
But here's the thing, it's Ash.
Now, I will say, I have...
True, it's Ash.
I have
Considering it took him like
Assassin's...
fucking 7 regions to finally become champion. No, I'm not kind of Orange Islands.
I have Assassin's Creed Liberation HD. Physically, you can't take that from me.
Oh, there you go.
I may have to consider that just to spite Ubisoft.
Yeah, I've made a few
Just to be
spike
like, yeah,
purchases
fuck you.
in that regard. Like, people are like, oh, this is going out of print. And, okay, I was only vaguely interested in this, but fuck it, I guess I have to have it now, you know, in case I want to watch it in the future.
Oh, and by the way,
Yeah, by the way, I'm in Mahogany Town making my way
Oh,
to
Peter is
Liquid.
evolving.
Oh, you finally got Ariados. Cool.
Damn, I get Ariados before you. Damn.
Peter the Friendly Spinarak is now Peter the Friendly Ariados.
Yep.
Why does Ariados only have 4 limbs?
Who knows?
Spiders are supposed to
it's
have
Pokemon.
8.
I'm not gonna question it.
Oh, Alex, you know what we should do on July 31st?
What?
Since it's Digimon Day, the day after...
Well, I guess we're watching Digimon the movie.
Yes,
Complete
we're gonna
with
watch
the Angela
that.
Anaconda short.
No! That is not something we are
Don't
doing.
wiggle your ass at me, Rattata.
We will never be doing the Angela Anaconda short. We will not be dignifying it. It will be staying at a healthy 600 feet away from us.
Yeah, we
By
gotta
600,
maintain that social
you mean 6
distancing.
inches.
Let me see here. Probably more like 4 feet, given the distance from me to the Xbox.
Yep.
Okay, so to those who don't know...
That movie is
because-
going to look crunchy as fuck blown up on my fucking 4K monitor.
Oh, it's
Or
gonna
just look pixelated.
It's gonna look crunchy as all hell, all on the HD TV down here.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, there exists Blu-ray releases of these movies, but they've never been released outside of Japan.
Wow.
So imagine how it feels being a Digimon fan and having to go through the fucking DVD releases that are so horribly outdated.
Well,
imagine that.
Yeah, it could be worse. Could be Kingdom Hearts fan waiting for Final Mix release in the US.
Until
Well, you know.
the HD remixes came out.
Yeah,
you,
still. Yeah, but remember,
you know
not like you would
Disney
know
is not
about
going to
that
spend the
back
money
in,
to
like, friggin'
remaster the fucking
2006.
Digimon movie. There's no fucking way Disney would ever.
Well, don't forget Discotech could.
Yeah, but that assumes that Disney would sell them the movie.
Well, so far they're allowing Discotech to remaster it. And plus, Disney gave up
doesn't
on
own the
Digimon.
show. Disney doesn't own the show. That was, the show was
Fine.
in America owned by
Saban.
Flatiron Films. Flatiron Films, which is a subsidiary of Cinedigm, had the rights to that movie. And now their license lapsed and the Japanese licensor gave it to Discotech.
Yeah, and
which is kind of sad because I would have preferred that. Like, I like Discotech, but I would have preferred that Cinedigm start getting into more SD Blu-ray.
Right.
Yeah, but
Discotech's
Blu-ray of Digimon so far is going to look actually really good compared to the Japanese Blu-ray.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and funnily enough, Gen 3 is the last generation of Pokemon where the English release still has the male swimmers wearing Speedos. In Generation 4 in the US releases, every male swimmer wears like a regular bathing suit.
No. No, that's the Speedos.
I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Pre-orders finally went up for Battle of the Super Sons.
I'll probably get that movie at some point.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Well, we don't know yet. That's the thing. You gotta buy
Super
it
Sons
first.
comic was actually good.
Yeah, the Super Sons comic was pretty good.
Plus, it actually gave Damien a decent foil in the form of Jonathan Kent,
who got fucked up later on.
Because of course he did.
Oh yeah, there's been some controversy about how.
Wait! You just say controversy? I've never heard it pronounced like that.
Yes, there's been some controversy about how.
First.
Yeah, about how Falcon is Captain America in the new Captain America movie. And
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so they got a new guy. They got some guy to do the new Captain America film, Captain America 4. And this guy has, like, nothing to his fucking name. Like, he has less to his name than the previous nobodies who they've gotten to work in the MCU.
Well, at least Chris Evans had something to his name prior to this.
No, I'm talking about a director.
No, you're talking about the director.
No. Oh, a director. Duh, I'm stupid.
So, like, back in the day, hey, we had...
Well, if you talk about Anthony Mackie, if we were going by fucking people taking down the road...
No, Anthony Mackie is well established. I like Anthony Mackie.
You know,
problem is, Falcon is not Captain America. Falcon is Falcon. And people don't appreciate Falcon for Falcon. Hardly anybody who bandies about his run as Captain America was appreciated him as the Falcon. I liked him as the Falcon. Falcon is a good character. Or you don't need to give him the shield to make him an interesting character. You don't have to slap a pre-existing title on Falcon to make him a good character that people will pay attention to.
Like, I'm not even
what they
against
do.
the idea, but the Falcon and the Winter Soldier did such a horrible job with this character that I just have no faith.
Well, that's the problem. Like you have...
It could have worked. Like, it could have worked, but no. You can't have nice things.
You have him, you know, suiting up as Captain America, and he, in the show where he does that, like, the whole... There's a bunch of bullshit, and people are trying to say this is about... Oh, this is about race. People didn't complain. Has anybody, like, read any discourse surrounding, like, the other people who have taken up the shield? Everybody likes Steve Rogers. Stephen G. Rogers is a character who everybody likes, everybody connects with, if everybody sees a little bit of themselves in. And that's why he's this universal character who everybody he can see as like, okay, hey, this guy is Captain America. Meanwhile, like, Falcon doesn't have the same level of experience as Steve. And, you know, that's fine. He can learn. But he doesn't have the super soldier serum either. So he's not as strong as Steve. Okay, we're starting to lose some points here.
Here's another. I know how to lose more points. Super serum allowed him to do the math in his head to allow him to throw the shield around like a madman.
That's the thing.
Falcon does not.
Falcon doesn't have Steve's background. He doesn't have the super brain that Steve got from the super soldier serum, and, like, the plot surrounding John Walker, nobody likes John Walker in the comics. The fact that people actually kind of connected with him in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show is kind of funny, because John Walker was a character basically created as a way to, like, oh, Cap is, like, disagrees with some of the shit that's going on with the U.S. government these days, so he's gonna shed the title of Captain America, and somebody else, some government stooge is gonna take up the role. That was John Walker in the comics. Nobody liked John Walker. Everybody tries to forget about his run as Captain America. There's a lot of characters. There's white characters who people forget are Captain America. Nobody wants to think about them, and nobody calls them Captain America, because guess who? Guess who's Captain America? Stephen G. Rogers.
He's right.
You can try and make it about anything you want. You can try and make it about race. You can try and make it about people who, people just not wanting to accept change. You can do whatever the hell you want. Your argument isn't going to connect with people because, like, Bruce Wayne is Batman. When Dick Grayson became Batman after Bruce, quote-unquote, died, everybody knew that was temporary. Like, Jane Foster is not still Thor. Thor is back to being Thor.
Yeah, they killed Jane off pretty damn fast, surprisingly.
Like fucking, what's his fuck? Fuck, like people always, another thing that people always bring up is, oh, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. Miles Morales doesn't even have the Spider-Man moniker anymore. He was started off as Ultimate Spider-Man, and then, like, sort of got a, oh, it's a Ditto! It's a fucking Ditto!
God damn, and now the Ditto is like first thing on the
Brand and Alex found a sex slave.
And then, like, as time has gone on, he doesn't even have, he's not even fucking Spider-Man anymore. His name is Spin now. Which is the stupidest fucking name I've ever heard.
Spin!
Like, for right now, it's only in the Spidey and His Amazing Friends cartoon, but you know that's gonna fucking stick, because you can't have two characters running around with the same name for that long. This isn't, there's no Green Lantern.
That's why Miles Morales' Spider-Man is always referred to as Miles Morales in the marketing.
Yeah.
Always. Yep. I like Miles Morales' Spider-Man, but that's
he's
Miles
a great
Morales,
character.
not Spider-Man. Even Marvel agrees with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And this was the thing back in the 90s with the Clone Saga. When they tried to replace Peter Parker as Spider-Man, it failed. There was an exact clone of him.
Them.
Yeah, there was an exact clone named Ben Reilly. It might have been interesting, but nobody wanted it, because that's not what we're here for. We're here for Peter Parker. We pick up Captain America, we're here for Steve. We pick up a Falcon comic, we're here for the Falcon. We're here for fucking Sam Wilson. Pick up a Green Lantern comic, you have to specify who's who, you know? Because because
there's like so many Green Lanterns.
Shit!
What?
I'm not going to be able to catch the Ditto because I'm out of Pokeballs.
Ah, that sucks.
Hey,
at least
Arthur, keep him occupied. Arthur, keep him occupied.
I do want to say real quickly.
I got to run to Walmart.
John Walker in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show was more likable than those two in the show.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's sad how true.
Because I actually kind of liked Bucky's run as Cap. Because like Bucky's run as Cap was kind of, it almost felt, I don't know, earned, because Steve died as part of the Civil War thing, and then like his best friend took up the shield, and that was kind of cool. And then like they tried to repeat that and gave it to the fucking Falcon. And it's been...
because Steve Rogers turned old.
He turned old, and then he turned evil. And then they made a new version of Captain America and put evil Cap in a prison somewhere.
You got the order wrong. He became old, then he became Captain America again, and then he became evil, and then his mind thing left his body, became good again after beating his evil self back up again, and then became Captain America again.
This is overly complicated. Nobody fucking cares.
I still don't get it.
Oh, by the way,
still don't get
month
it.
in Bar Island.
There's a reason nobody gives a shit about Nick Spencer's run on Captain America.
Because that convoluted shit.
I'm gonna try to fish for something new.
And all he has nothing but magic carp.
Marvel
I have a
comics
super
are
rod.
confusing.
Yeah, dude, that's every comic book in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Also,
there's a
Marvel
fucking
Comics
reason.
Ended with Secret Wars 2016. Don't quote me.
There is a reason
Okay,
why I don't
what I got.
why I don't pay attention into much of the shit that goes on in modern day mainstream comics. The shit that we read over on Comics for All is just about my limit for most of this horrible, horrible crap. Speaking
You
of,
mean
Oh,
like
by the
how-
way, Fran, that was actually a good segue, Alex. So, Fran,
What?
remember all those jokes that that people made about Captain America looking like Captain Puerto Rico?
Oh God! Now what?
Well, let's just say they made a what if Miles Morales and Miles Morales turns into Captain America on the first one.
Okay, send me an image of that because I'm sharing that with the server.
Alex?
I need to share that with the server.
That isn't the only what if. That is the only
I need
what if.
to. I need to share that with the server.
Oh no, that's
you
not
guys
the only
are
what
on the
if,
right
my
fucking
friend.
track here, because I was about to bring
Oh,
that up
God.
too.
Oh my God, that sounds like
Miles
something.
Morales as the fucking Hulk. There's Miles Morales as Thor. There's Miles Morales as Wolverine. There's
The Miles
Wait,
is-
wait. Oh,
Avengers.
stop. Wait. Pause. Miles Morales as Wolverine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miles
So,
Morales as Thor is the most racist thing I've ever read in my life. And I've read fucking Mein Kampf.
It's so racist. It's unbelievably racist. It's
Yep.
amazing.
Oh, hello, Lance. Yes, I took out the red Gyarados. What?
Yeah.
I'm not catching. I
Also-
didn't.
And
That's
Miles
I'm
Morales
right.
as the
That's
Hulk
cool,
is
right.
actually really good.
I just want that red skill.
Yeah, the Hulk is good. I was gonna say the Hulk one is actually good somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's. Also, was the Avengers one good or no?
No, it was
No.
shit. It was
Yeah, I
written by the
expect-
same guy who did the Miles as Thor one.
Yeah,
Who wrote the Hulk one?
I can't remember. I'd have to go back and read it again.
and by the
Someone
way,
give that man an
Fran,
award.
and if you're wondering how racist it is, basically Miles Morales has a phrase where he says, and I shit you not, by Odin's fade.
Yeah.
By Odin's face. What the-
Also,
My
Asgard
Odin's
has a ghetto
fade.
now.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, I have to bring up something else. So, guess what else? What else came out last week, Ben?
Oh,
And I know you're losing your mind, but you need to focus.
What else
What
came
mine?
out last week? On a Thursday morning, on a Thursday night, Friday morning.
Minions.
No, I wasn't talking about Minions.
Dang, what was it? I don't remember.
Thursday night, Friday morning. It's something I've been obsessed with.
Dang, I'm trying to think. I don't remember.
It's something that's your fault.
The boys?
Yes, The Boys season finale of season 3 came out.
I thought you meant a movie.
And I have to say, like, for as okay as the climax to Love and Thunder was, The Boys season 3 had a fucking great climax. Like, so spoilers for that. And so, the whole season, Butcher has been helping Soldier Boy take out the members of Payback, who were the group that helped get Soldier Boy locked up with the Russians. And so they get to, in episode 5, they find out that Soldier Boy is actually Homelander's biological father. And that kind of changes some aspects of what's going on. And it's like, Homelander, for all of his many, many faults, Homelander is trying. He's trying to extend the olive branch with Soldier Boy. And Soldier Boy is just like, you know, he sees too much of himself in Homelander, too much of his flaws and then some in Homelander. And he's just like, fuck you. So they start fighting, and Ryan, who is the son of Homelander, the rape baby conceived by Homelander and Butcher's wife, Becca. Ryan gets slapped around by Soldier Boy, and that creates something. That creates an alliance that nobody involved in it thought was even possible. Like Butcher is here to kill Homelander, but he like Butcher has spent the last season-ish, you know, getting to know Ryan and like kind of bonding with him. And he's like, he looks down and he sees Ryan and having gotten slapped around, and he just turns on a fucking dime. And Homelander is right there alongside him. Oh shit, I knocked out the Ditto. Oh, I was running on autopilot.
Oh, why would you knock down your Ditto?
Anyways, so...
You didn't mean to.
So, like, Homelander
fair.
and Butcher, because Butcher's on the Temp V shit. Homelander and Butcher are, like, team up against Soldier Boy. And, like, when they eye laser his shield together, and they, like, briefly exchange a glance, like, are we really doing this? Yeah, I think we're really doing this. And that's amazing, because, like, these two fucking hate each other. They hate each other with the passion of 1,000 dying suns. These guys are Captain Kirk and Khan.
God.
Like, the two of them are out for each other's blood. They've been out for each other's blood for a while now. Oh, and like, Soldier Boy threatens something they both value. Someone they both value, which is Ryan. And they're like, they just team up to whip Soldier Boy's ass, and it is fucking glorious. And while the climax isn't exactly what I would have written, like, I'd have had Starlight grab some of the, oh! It's a Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
Should I get it?
If you want.
Yeah, goddamn.
Is it useful, though?
You don't even need to catch all the Pokemon.
Okay.
Yes, you do. It's in the title. Gotta catch
No,
them
it's
all.
not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
that was only in the
They don't
title
use
of
that
the
anymore.
first one. But anyways,
By the
yeah, I'd have had when Starlight goes to steal the Compound V to help Kimiko. Well, I'd have had her steal a bunch of it and then leave some where Huey can find it, and then have because in the end, like, Soldier Boy goes ballistic because, you know, the stuff that they use to try and knock him out doesn't immediately work. And he's like, I'm not going back in there. And he starts to go nuclear. And Queen Maeve tackles him out of a window. Oh, and, you know, that was kind of cool. But I'd have had Huey do it. I'd have had Huey take a dose of the V. Because Huey is a, you know... I figure that if Huey got Compound V, he would basically turn into Captain America. You know? And if...
I mean, if he took it again, he probably would start dying, which is...
No, I'm talking about, like,
Billy.
actual Compound V, not the temp shit.
Oh.
Because the temp shit's the stuff that's been killing them. If he took the regular Compound V, I feel like
that's what Billy's going to do, and maybe Huey, maybe.
Yeah. I'd have had Huey teleport Soldier Boy up to where he, you know, the explosion won't hurt anybody, and then have him come back and is like, and Starlight's like, did you take more of the Temp V? No, I didn't take the Temp V. And he's just got powers forever now. Or, a lot of people have been banding about the idea that Black Noir would do it, and I actually kind of like that idea as well, because, spoiler warning if you didn't get spoiled enough already, Homelander killed Black Noir. And,
quote-unquote, I wouldn't be surprised if he's brought back from
well,
the dead.
Black Noir is coming back. The character isn't coming back, but, like, the suit is coming back, and it's going to be the same actor, but he's going to be playing a different character. Kripke already said that.
Guys, I caught a tentacle. What am I naming it?
Oh,
I feel
T-Monster.
hentai.
I feel like
I'll
what's
name
going
it
to happen
T-Monster.
It's too easy.
is that I feel like what's going to happen is that Vought is going to bring back Stormfront and Black Noir as like these
I'll
brain
add
dead
a-
zombies.
Oh yeah, like the
Tyson,
zombies like they did in the comics.
Yeah.
I don't think Stormfront is actually
wait,
dead,
Alex.
because we never saw a body.
No, wait,
Yeah,
Fran, I got a
don't
better
think-
idea.
No, they're gonna turn her into a brain dead slave.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that.
So now that we know who Homelander's dad is, any guesses as to who his mom might be?
Considering that they can take the eggs, Vought has been taking the eggs from women, it's possible that Stormfront might be.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, if they want to maximize the fucked upitude, I guess is how you'd put it, the fucked upitude of this, they'd have it be Stormfront.
Right.
I kind of hope that, because I feel like that's gotta cause Homelander to have a mental breakdown.
Yeah, I was, like, on the one hand, Homelander has enough weird incest shit going on with him and Madeline Stillwell, but at the same time, like, that would be a funny thing to do, and it would also tie into the comics, because Stormfront was his dad in the comics, because Stormfront was a dude in the comics.
Yep.
But I really question if Stormfront is actually dead, because we never saw a body.
Yeah, they're gonna bring her back some way. I think as like a brain dead slave or.
Oh yeah, and you know what was really fucking funny was the Mr. Soycook Butcher's not Butcher, Mr. Soycook guy who's the stepdad to Mother's Milk's daughter, Stormfront Hunt and Homelander and the Seven Simp that he is that guy was the one who started all the cheering when Homelander lasered the guy's head off for throwing a can of soda at Ryan.
Yeah, that guy's a.
Yeah, he is his whole shtick is so fucking funny, because he's like, oh, well, look at anything outside the mainstream media, and then he's immediately citing to fucking VNN, which is the biggest news organization in universe.
Okay, is it meant to be a CNN XP?
Yes, yes it is.
Because that name just sounded pretty fucking obvious.
Because he's citing the fucking, literally the fucking mainstream narrative. It is what he's doing, and he's saying, oh, if you look at anything outside the mainstream, and then immediately citing the mainstream narrative. It's fucking hilarious, because he doesn't, how unself-aware this character is. And then, he's like, he starts cheering for Homelander after he killed a guy for throwing a can of soda at his son's head. And granted, like, every parent wants to do that to somebody, but you don't have, not everybody has the power to do that.
Yeah. Well, super.
And then everybody started cheering, and it's like, that's kind of fucked up. But it's fucked up in a good way, because I feel like we're going in a nice direction and for the season 4.
I do want to say that is terrifying, because now Homelander's been embodied by his audience. He's got
a cult of personality, and if they don't license cult of personality by In Living Color, they fucking need
or at least always be able to use it.
Yeah, they gotta use that.
Gotta use it at some point.
They ought to bring out they ought to have CM Punk play a character in this. You know what they ought to have? Awesome. They should have him play Tech Knight.
I do. Okay, there is something interesting. There are some new the boys news that Dunn might want to hear.
Oh yeah, there's a spinoff coming, isn't there?
Yes, there's some more information that was released today about that. So the G-Men are in the boys in the comics. They were a parody of the X-Men, and they were sort of separate.
Damn, what gave it away?
The G-Men were created by someone who sold the Compound B, but he made like a merchandising deal with Vought. It's a whole other thing.
Okay, wait, hold on, Ben. Are they named Professor G?
I no, I don't think so.
just to run the whole X-Men XP joke.
Yeah, I don't.
Guys,
remember
I'm
what's
only
his
10
name.
Pokemon away from getting access to the national dex, so if I beat the champion...
Oh, yeah, no, because you need 60. No, as long as you get 60, you're good for national.
Yeah, if I get 60...
Even after you beat the champion, as long as you get 60, you're good.
Yeah, if I get 60 before the champion, let's just say I'm going to be extending the Nuzlocke run on... Oh, and by the way, I have decided to name my Kabuto after Alex, and Ben, you get the honor of being of having an Aerodactyl named after you.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's actually bitching, because Aerodactyl's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm in the Rocket Hideout in Mahogany Town. Yes, I made sure to get the experience share. So currently, EP's holding it right now.
Okay, so back to the boys news. So the G-Men is set to be the next thing boys related that's going to be released, and some more information was released about that. So it's said that the storyline set up in season 3 will hand off into the spin-off series Veracity, which is what it's called. I think Veracity is that how you say it?
Is it VERACIT?
No. It's VARSITY.
Yeah, Veracity, I believe.
Veracity.
Wait, how you spell it?
VARSITY.
Oh, Varsity.
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 Ugh, whatever it's called.
You're saying veracity. What the?
So to make a long story short, season 1 of the Soup's College Set show will set up new storylines that'll get picked up in season 4 of The Boys. So a Book of Boba Fett situation.
Okay, I'm down with that.
I can, yeah. It makes me wonder if we'll see like the boys get involved with the college as somewhere in season 1, or we'll see like clips of elsewhere, or news clips and whatnot. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I have to say. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
I'm curious to see how they'll handle the G-Men, because they were one of the more fucked up things in the original comic.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
There's some, it's worse than what you read.
But I was gonna say, hey, like, Anthony Starr's performance as Homelander is fucking amazing, and Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy, holy shit, that guy he can't fucking lose.
Meanwhile, he's still the best Red Hood voice actor.
He also played Batman in Long Halloween. Yeah, I was gonna say Under the Red Hood, but he played Red Hood in that.
Bruce Greenwood.
Okay.
Yeah, Bruce Greenwood voiced Batman in that.
I don't like Bruce Greenwood's Batman.
I have to read this funny tweet.
Jensen Ackles is the only voice in that movie I like.
Are we not praising Billy Butcher's performance?
Oh, well, the thing is, that's a fucking
Carl
given.
Urban.
Carl Urban always fucking rocks. And he was able to deliver her the line, "He's my wife's son," with a straight face and not have it sound stupid.
Yeah. I love Soldier Boy's reaction today. You see him like, huh?
It's like, so this guy fucked your wife and you're willing to stick up for his kid. And he was like, it doesn't matter. Or stop trying to kill the kid, Soldier Boy.
But yeah,
I'm surprised there isn't a certain song reference there.
I want to read this funny tweet.
Go ahead.
So Matt from Full Fat Videos posted an image of Ford the God Butcher and tweeted out, "So this is my vow: all MCU projects must die."
God damn.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, I'm posting that in the chat.
I'm still streaming, so I'm gonna have to freaking go on Discord on my phone.
Yeah, I see it. That's fucking great.
That's genius. I'm saving that. I'm saving that as a screenshot. This is my template of MCU now. MCU.
So
Now, I had an idea in my head where if Butcher's
Damn, Ben.
if Butcher's superpowers started manifesting before Becca died, maybe there would be some kind of question as to who Ryan's father actually was. And if Butcher like goes up to Soldier Boy and Soldier Boy asks him the same question, and Butcher says, oh, he's my son. And Soldier Boy would then raise an eyebrow. I was like, I didn't know two men could do that.
God damn it.
And then Butcher would say, don't believe everything you read on the internet, kid. And, Ben, I believe I followed that up with some absolute cancer.
What?
Did you see the Bishonen, the Bishonen, Butcher, and Homelander image I sent you?
What?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, goody gumdrops. Okay.
Wait, hang on 1 second.
I have too many vitamins to tell, not enough time to do so.
No.
And just like that, he's lost brain cells.
Scrolling.
I'm not doing
Come
this.
on!
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
And I turned off the statue, so
me?
I don't have to do any more rocket grunts.
Okay, there's
Ooh,
one
found
topic I
nugget.
want to talk about.
Yes, I can
before
sell good shit.
There's one topic I want to talk about before I go to bed of what the... Yeah, I saw it. I already looked. I saw it.
Guys, everybody, look at that.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't do it. You'll regret it.
God damn.
Oh no, this Charmander poses such a great threat to me. Whatever shall I do? Slash.
Whatever shall I do? Roll out.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Done. I have to post this video. Watch this video. Post it on the stream. I don't care.
Okay,
Mr. Burglar, man. If it didn't work the first time, why would you try it again with a different Pokemon?
Yeah,
It is clear that Charizard no cells of the friggin' and Metal Claw.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so here's the Discord. There's the cancer up at the top. And here's the
Yeah.
video.
Goodness.
Oh, we are totally getting a copyright claim for that, but that was fucking worth it.
Oh, I'm so
No,
sorry.
you
to
guys,
warn you.
hey, I better not get hit with a copyright claim. If I do, you're gonna hear from me.
Nah, that's just gonna be me.
It better just be you.
It was
Diary,
only playing
July-
on my end.
Diary, July 10th.
Oh, you better hope my head doesn't catch it.
Yeah, by the way, the Deep deserves every bit of pain he gets.
Yeah.
Except for when an Aquafina 6 sentient turds on him.
Yeah, that is the only time I will say that the Deep did not deserve what happened to him in that episode.
Diary, July 5th.
The Deep is
Indiana, South America.
The Deep is a
new Pokemon was
douchebag.
discovered deep in the jungle.
I do want to say I feel like the Deep's going to die the most painful death imaginable, and it's not going to be deserved.
Well, from a giant pile of shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that anyway.
That image is living rent free in your head, isn't it, Fran?
No, but it turns out the shit was thrown at it by a squad of freaking Platinum Numamon.
God damn it.
That pretty much is their signature attack, so hey.
I know it is. That's the problem.
Oh god. Okay, so before I go, there's one more topic I wanted to talk about, and it is the
Fuck you, scientist.
workers for Marvel, and them absolutely shitting on Marvel.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just gonna read this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So these allegations were made on subreddit r/VFX, with artists across the industry sharing their negative experience with Marvel. Almost no one in the subreddit has a good word to say about the employer, with many saying that the money and star power aren't worth tolerating such poor working conditions. In the thread, titled, "I am quite frankly sick and tired on working on Marvel shows," Reddit user Independent expressed their frustration with the studio. And I quote, "Marvel has probably the worst methodology of production and VFX management out there. They can never fix the look for their show before more than half of the allocated time for the show is over. The artists working on Marvel shows are definitely not paid equivalent to the amount of work they put in." Others in their replies are quick to agree. On 4/1, they asked for a complete mini-sequence 2 or 3 weeks before deadline. Another account is much the same. "I request to not work on Marvel movies and TV shows. Unfortunately, they're becoming our biggest client. They expect a smorgasbord of options so that they can change their mind 3 more times."
What's that I always say about get it right the first time and you don't have to do it again?
Those who haven't been able to avoid working on Marvel confirm that it hasn't improved in recent years. "I'm on almost 3 years straight of Marvel. Welcome to the 7th level of hell." And a black hole of sleep deprivation and eating bad.
Sounds like my day whenever I'm writing stuff.
Another thread from 3 months ago contains even more damning accounts of what it's like to work with Marvel. These allegations were shared when another VFX artist was disappointed to lose out on the opportunity to work with Marvel. Something their industry peers reassured them was no great loss. "I am on my 3rd Marvel project in a row, and literally just woke up 5:30 a.m. on a Saturday with stress going, I don't want to do this anymore. It's 6 a.m. now, and I am making it real to apply someplace else that has projects other than Marvel, because I can't do this anymore." Another user said, "Marvel has seen grown men punch walls and throw monitors from stress. I broke down a couple of times and have seen the strain it can put on marriages. But hey, the cash was fantastic. Fuck Marvel as a client. The credit name is not fucking worth it." Another user agrees. "It took me over 6 months to recover from WandaVision's crunch. It's not worth it. Not when there's better run-up projects that look just as good out there." And that's basically the end of the article.
And do you want to know who the best VFX people, who the best people to work for from a VFX standpoint are?
Snyder.
Zack Snyder.
Yep, I've heard.
Because
I've heard nothing but positive stories on that same.
Yeah,
subreddit.
he always goes and talks to them in person, nails down exactly what he wants ahead of time, gets them, the footage. Whenever he's done shooting a scene, he packages up all of the footage and sends it off to the VFX people so that it can be done, and so they have a large window of time to get it done. He actually gives a shit about the people he works with.
And then there's Marvel, which over-relies on said people, forces them to crunch, and now the quality is starting to dip drastically.
We had a CGI Green Goblin helmet, a CGI fucking helmet. And then it became even worse. There was a CGI gun in Far From Home.
Yep, it was the trank gun that Sam Jackson used to take out Ned.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, these films are so slathered.
Yeah. I never... Holy shit. I didn't even realize that.
These films are so slathered in CGI that they use it in places where they don't need to. There is a bit where I went on a rant in my Black Widow review about how, David Arbor picks up, he reaches down to pick up this thing, and they use really awkward CGI to make it look like he picked it up and threw it with super strength, when they could have just built something out of fucking balsa wood, painted it up to look like it was supposed to, and then had him throw it. You know? It's not that difficult. But they used CGI on it. And they used CGI on a bunch of stuff. They used fucking CGI on Captain Marvel's hair in Endgame. Like, literally, in the opening to Endgame, they used fucking CGI on her hair. And, they used CGI on the gun in Far From Home. They used CGI on the mask in No Way Home. They used CGI on the shield and costume in Far From Home. They put it all over the place. You don't need CGI for all of this stuff. You can build actual props.
But they don't need to because they're so over-reliant on it, and then they spread out throughout 10 different shows and movies, and then the quality starts to dip harder than it ever has before.
Yeah. Like,
and then we look at She-Hulk, which is having a mini civil war over if she should be buff or not, with the VFX artist going behind Marvel's back to make her more buff when she's not supposed to.
Yeah, you know what you could do, guys? You could decide ahead of time and fucking commit to a choice. Rather than...
I don't even think it was that. The VFX artist was just tired of Marvel and wanted to make
No,
her
yeah,
buff.
I know that. But I'm just
why
saying,
they're
like,
kind
oh
of
yeah, what's her fuck? Natalie Portman, and they used CGI muscles on her.
Why?
Yeah. I pointed this out to Grant, and when we were going to see the movie, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, they used CGI muscles on her.
It looked like she kind of looked a little like.
They could have. They could have sent her to the gym for a fucking month.
Little bit buff, but not like okay. Wait, buff's probably a bad.
And then use the CGI to make her look skinny.
Look fit.
Yeah.
Let's see how many. Wow, I have 5 escape ropes.
And they painted over her in. They painted over her with CGI. They painted over Chris Hemsworth with CGI, even though he's like the buffest he's ever fucking been. Like, come on.
Yeah, but and helps that he's doing a Hulk Hogan movie, which explains why he's that buff. Yeah. So that explains why he's like freaking ripped like a motherfucker.
I do want to say at some point, at least for Marvel, there's gotta be what's the word I'm looking for? A straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah.
Something is just going to collapse on them hard, and I think it's going to be She-Hulk.
I don't think She-Hulk is high enough profile to do that, but I can see where you're coming from.
It would have to be something high pro, like okay, maybe an Avengers movie, if they do another Avengers movie, but it doesn't do well. Maybe
I think it's gotta be either. It's either
that might be the one that does it.
Well, let's see what the next big movie on the.
Yeah, we just gotta wait till see. Okay, what's next? And
well, the next project
the next one is Black Panther. Without Black Panther.
What kind of
fan? Well, that's gonna be shit.
Yeah, probably.
By the way, I have now opted to replace.
I don't think like Black Panther not doing well is gonna freaking hurt him. At least I don't think. But who knows?
Well, Black Panther without Black Panther is going to.
I know. Yeah,
suck.
that's gonna feel weird.
Now, here's the thing, though. The worst part about it is that the family of Chadwick kept telling Marvel to recast because that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
But they refused to. Even though they should have done so. It would have respected what he wanted and would have kept the legacy of Black Panther alive. But they didn't do that.
So Fantastic Four is the last film that's on the docket for Phase 4 at this point.
Yeah.
I think that might wind up being the killing blow, so to speak. Because if they can't figure out a director, if they can't figure out a director by then things are gonna get fucked up. See, Hawkeye, Moon Knight.
This is like the long haul.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call it right now.
If they are gonna commit to like say Secret Wars, then Fantastic Four is probably gonna be the one they really want to do well.
Yeah, they're committing to it because they have Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I gotta go back to Love and Thunder real quick. Michael Giacchino has been kicking it out of the park with his scores recently, but I did notice a little bit of reuse in his Love and Thunder score. He reused his Incredibles leitmotif a couple of times. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Well, anyway, this will probably be a good time to cut off the stream since I'm going to be doing some off-screen grinding with my laptop.
I'm still streaming because I'm still freaking dealing with the rocket. I haven't even taken care of that yet.
I gotta hit the showers and get to bed, so I'll
Wait,
I'll finish
before
up
we
this.
did you hear about the Doctor Doom movie leak?
No, I did not.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So Howard Stern on his radio show...
I haven't seen any of it.
Hang on. Howard Stern on his radio show went to commercial, but he left his mic on. He was talking to one of his friends about a project he was doing. He says, I'm going to be in... Oh, I told you about this. I'm going to be on the new Doctor Doom on set. And the internet blew up because he basically just revealed that Doctor Doom is starting filming at some point next year.
I like that they're not going to be trying to tie Doctor Doom into the Fantastic Four immediately. Because the big problem with the last two Fantastic Four things they did was Doom was too heavily...
Fantastic Four?
Yeah, too heavily connected to them.
Right.
Well,
so wait, is this gonna be like a Doctor Doom standalone?
Yeah,
yes.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
But apparently there was some plot leak. Apparently Black Panther 2's credit scene is going to reveal like Latveria or whatever.
Oh, okay.
The interesting and awful thing is that there was a small plot leak, and apparently they might just erase the people of Latveria altogether.
They might change it because the leak.
That's stupid.
You know the most.
Another thing about Love and Thunder was
the most oppressed group of people in Europe. Yeah, they're not there anymore.
Oh yeah, I have a question. This is a question I posed to the chat, and before we go, I want to pose it to all of y'all. Why have the last two Thor movies treated genocide so casually?
Because Disney likes it.
Because the genocide of the Asgardians was treated with zero weight whatsoever in Ragnarok, and it was treated again with zero weight. Like the genocide, the omnicide of the fucking gods was treated with no weight.
Disney's trying to normalize genocide, so it's okay when they do it.
Well, they were working with the people who were putting the Uyghurs in camps when they filmed Mulan.
That didn't happen.
And I also have to bring up that for all of those people who are complaining about, this thing in The Amazing Spider-Man only serves to set up more Spider-Man films. This thing in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 only serves to set up Sinister Six. The entirety of Phase 1 after Iron Man 2 only serves to set up the Avengers. Blah, blah, blah. You can go fuck yourselves now. Because we now have an entire... one gigantic goddamn chunk of a movie that did not need to be here. There are multi-millions of dollars. They focused on the fucking Olympus shit in the marketing more so than they did on goddamn gore. And they propped up the Olympic gods so much, and they literally only existed to set up Hercules coming into the MCU. You guys can go fuck yourselves for all your complaining about how, people, there's too much setup for future shit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anywho, next week I'll be doing Pokemon Coliseum and taking charge of the Metley Crew channel.
Yeah, I'll be going back to Sonic 2, I believe.
Hang on, before we end this, I think we all agree that the Fantastic Four's got to be make or break. That or Doctor Doom.
I think the Secret Invasion show is probably going to be the beginning of the end.
It's gonna be a show. Like it might be whatever. But movie wise, it might be either Doctor Doom or Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Movie wise, it's probably those.
Because I'm thinking, most likely Fantastic Four, because they might want to have set up for Doctor Doom, assuming Doctor Doom's gonna play a part in the eventual Secret Wars if things go well. That was planned.
Because I say that because Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four are such giant names that even fucking them up a tiny bit is going to cause a giant uproar.
They'll fucking
damage the MCU's reputation as a whole.
See, you'd have thought that, but they also fucked up Taskmaster, who's a giant threat to the Avengers, and they also fucked up.
No offense, but
Yeah.
he's not as popular as those other characters. I mean,
Yeah,
the
you're
comics
right.
is a huge threat.
What about
Yeah,
what about
he's
Namor?
dead.
though?
That's kind of a fair point because
And
the
plus,
Taskmaster's not the
plus-
same level as the Doctor Doom.
Plus, it's worth knowing that Black Widow does set up the fact that it's not actually Taskmaster; it's just the program.
They already pulled
named
that with
after him.
fucking Iron Man. Iron Man 3 pulled that already, and the payoff was not as good as what it was
Yeah.
in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll see y'all next week with more Mehcast. We'll see you on Saturday for At the Mevies with Batman v Superman, and over on Comics for All, we will see you on Sunday, where we talk about the review of BVS by a man who owes me money. I think it's probably up.
My man
I
who
think-
owes him money.
Before we
I think it's
disconnect,
probably up to about
hang on, hang on, hang on.
$1,000 by interest rates.
And by the way,
Hang
No,
on
if
one
you just for
second, hang on
inflation.
1 second, done. I got one question.
Yeah.
Is it the Ultimate Edition?
Yes. We are only
Good,
watching
good.
Ultimate
I
Edition.
can't watch the Peter one.
The only reason I will ever have to watch Batman v Superman in the theatrical cut is if I watch the 3D version. Because for some reason the 3D version only has the theatrical cut.
Okay, that's weird. That's random. That is
Oh,
random. as
Fran,
hell.
next time you come over, one of these days when you come over, I gotta show you the new remastered 4K that they put out.
Well, do you know what else is random? Suicide Squad and BVS didn't get the extended edition on DVD, but they got it on Blu-ray. BVS only has the extended edition on 4K.
You're talking about
Suicide
you're talking about
Squad
the-
does not have the
Okay,
extended edition
not recent
on 4K.
Suicide Squad, the one before that, right?
Yeah, the 2016
Yeah,
one.
Suicide Squad, not the
Oh, okay,
Suicide
okay,
Squad.
okay. So the one I got on Blu-ray. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
have the extended cut of that movie?
Yeah, because it was like
The
one of
Blu-ray
the
came with it.
DVDs they were selling at my job. So
Oh,
Alright.
cool.
Yeah, the
Next time
Blu-ray
we
came with the
stream, I think
extended cut.
yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah, it is. I haven't
think
watched it
it's time we end
since,
the
but like
stream, guys.
I gotta give it a watch at some point.
Yeah.
I'm probably
So
we're gonna watch that in a
Like,
couple weeks.
like
after
let me
the
know.
premiere.
Let me know when you want to hang out. I'll probably bring it over to then maybe like with
I
the
already
second
have
view,
the
my
extended-
thoughts on it change. I don't know.
I already have the extended cuts. So
Yeah, that
that's
was
not gonna be
alright.
necessary.
I thought it was all right, but not the best, but it's
Hey,
okay.
you could actually join us in studio, as it were, for our Suicide Squad commentary if you want.
Oh, let me know when you guys do that.
We do that on Saturdays.
Yeah, so that'll be, let's see, the week after next is going to be Dark Phoenix, and then
Oh, damn, you can drag him back to Dark Phoenix. Goddamn.
yeah, and the 30th. So the 30th is the week we're going to be doing Suicide Squad.
Ah,
Yep.
damn
Yeah,
it,
I'm not
damn
gonna
it,
be
damn it!
around
I'm
for
gonna
that.
be away.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
be
I'm
away
gonna be
from
away
that.
That weekend is when I'm in Nashville. So
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
For-
gonna
for
be
summer
down.
wrestling
yeah,
event.
I'm gonna be there
So-
for SummerSlam.
Oh, you're
And
going to be
it's the
down
last
in my
wrestling
neck of the
event,
woods.
And that I know
Yeah,
that,
Nashville. So
and I know that's probably gonna be the last event you'll be going to for a while because you
Oh,
said you're going
oh,
on break on August.
Excuse me. Anyways,
yeah, August is a break. September, an event just came up. So yeah, something I didn't go
Alright.
to last year, but I'm gonna friggin' make up for it this year. But
Yeah.
thankfully, I don't have to. I could just take a train to New York City. so.
Please end the stream. I need to take a piss.
Well, anyway,
Dude,
yeah,
you could have just gone like 10 minutes
yeah,
ago.
we- yeah, you could
waiting
have
for the
ended the
stream
call
to
and
end.
we could have been
Please,
relaxed,
that'd be
dude.
tormenting.
Goodness, this dude's been waiting too
I
damn
think
long.
I, you know,
could've
it's
gone
great I
on
could have
himself.
renamed him Scott the Waz.
set me
God.
free.
Please,
Trust
end the
me,
stream.
and we
You're
will
causing my
escape from the
suffering.
city.
Anyway, I'm gonna go now, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Alright.
You're
Nice
bye,
for you to join us,
everybody.
Fran.
Talk to y'all.